Yes, we're going to keep the ball on the ground.
Oh, it's a bad start, Andy. Bad start. What was that?
Barky, wasn't it?
Go again, go again.
Yes,
Stevie Mallan! Technician!
Boys, today's show is brought to you by the Clubhouse, which is exactly where we are today in the stunning sports bar City at the top of Princess Square.
As ever, Open Goal viewers can get 20% off your football when you quote Open Goal.
Andrew, take the big long book, boys.
Oh, here we go.
He's not ready, look, not ready for it.
And of course, you can watch both of Scotland's huge World Cup qualifiers at the Clubhouse this week, starting with Scotland versus Greece on Thursday at 7:45. If you fancy a Sunday session, you can get yourself there for Scotland versus Belarus at 5 p.m.
It's done fuck all
That'll be a cracker, won't it, Belarus?
Come through, come on, you go, get through.
Come on!
Are you sure you're alright? Boys, while you're getting your what's your thoughts on Scotland's two upcoming games? Can we win both?
3-0 Greece, 2-0 Belarus.
Ah, boo!
Thanks, pal. Cheers.
Win
in
both.
a good place.
Thank you.
As well.
Thank you very much.
That's great, thanks, pal. That's alright. What a service you get at the Clubhouse. Look, they've just showed it.
I know, I fancy Scotland big, mate. Really do. I think the last performances give us a lot of hope with the float at the back. So this is a place to come and watch the games.
You've got the big Scotland flag on the bedroom on it, haven't you?
On the wall, aye, and out the window.
Out the window.
Yeah,
Look, you fancy them to beat Greece?
100%. Greece get beat 3-0 with Denmark. Scotland drew with Denmark.
What's your response
Greece
to
beat Scotland 3-0 6 months ago.
I don't know. I don't fancy them against Greece, to be fair.
That's correct.
I don't.
Brilliant. There's no better place to watching the games and getting a pint and nice food in the Clubhouse, so book yourself a table at the link in the description box below.
Whoa.
Straight in it, pet peeves.
Club football admins. The admins to all the football clubs' Twitters. See that point scoring pish that they're all doing, trying to get retweets and likes.
Is this me getting
Clyde, it's an at Clyde, like pathetic stuff like that, honestly. I hate
What
it.
did they say? Have you seen it?
Basically something they do where like you were raging when they conceded, you was conceding the last minute or something like that, but
Yeah, I'm with you there.
all that
How
shit.
many likes did I get?
14 I think.
14 likes? He's done a cracking
Nah, I
job,
don't know
hasn't
what it was, but I hate
No,
that.
I'm with you there. That's horrendous. I've got one for Davy and Christine. Met them yesterday.
Who?
Davy and Christine, amazing couple.
he? Who's that?
Just met them yesterday.
You met them on Tinder?
No, I never met them.
He's putting couples in there.
No, put on couples. I met them yesterday. Amazing.
What's it David Hay was doing? The triples?
Oh, I had two wives, didn't he?
That's what he's wanted to do.
Fuck's sake. No, at all. I met them I was out a wee wander and I met the two of them, and amazing couple. Their pet peeve is, like we've said it, they went to the pictures, empty hall, nobody there. They've got their tables there, they've got their food, nobody in it, when they just do two, another two come and sit right beside them. Really weird, but the reason, I wasn't the best pet peeve, but they two are an amazing couple. Christine,
We should get Christine and
That's-
fucking Davey on it.
That's brilliant for Johnny and Christine, brilliant. With that trip.
No, but they were amazing.
And have you got any?
Me personally, the handball rules gone nuts. That last on Thursday at Celtic is the worst decision in world football and
History.
history.
Uh-huh.
That's
How
cheating.
can you look
Is
at
it
that
though?
thing?
Is it?
Blatant cheating, Andy.
What about Cherny in the final? That was mad. That was
I
mad.
don't get it at all, so that would be mine, aye.
I've got a mad one. We were discussing it the other day with somebody. I was discussing it with somebody the other day, and their pet peeve was people who sing karaoke and sing the song, try and sing the song like the singer that sings the song.
Bad accent on that.
Who and I my
I
brother
do that though.
holiday. Do you?
I do that, aye.
Well, you were seeing something there, didn't you?
No, she went.
Who
Gary went, loved it, said it was unreal. She went with her mum and her auntie. She said it was brilliant.
No bad.
We make her.
How did you say you sing Tina Turner like Tina Turner?
I try.
Something like that.
Best, aye.
What about you? Yeah, I'm on the karaoke, mate. The weirdest karaoke singer of all time. Does it sing?
I froze down in London, mate. Stood
The pub was fucking empty, frozen in front of who?
It doesn't matter, I just fucking shat
What
myself.
was your reason again why you weren't singing?
I was panicking because I couldn't see the words on the screen for starters. And then I was thinking, I don't actually know the words here.
What, you know the words to Field Gaff and Ryan Roscoe?
What song was it? Was that
Bad Boys.
Alexander Black?
He fucking loves that. You're rough with it as well, yeah.
Nah, I'm alright.
He was. He's rough. He's struggling.
7
No, I'm
pints.
good.
You're rough. You were at last.
No, I've not been out since this is the best thing. I didn't go out anymore.
Aye, good.
I'm in that place from start to finish, mate, so I didn't. I've not been drinking.
How's it been going?
Good, mate. He was in again yesterday.
Tell me you're
about-
charging him.
He gets his drinks for free. No, you paid for him yesterday. Ian was in.
Was he in?
He got double dessert because he'd watched the half marathon.
Collapsed at the marathon. 5 minutes it lasted.
Mate, I just seen 3 wee guys. I'm not just making up the podcast. 3 wee guys and that newsagent down there trying to buy a scud book.
Was it?
For school. They're in their school uniform. The guy's like, you need to be over 18. He's like, I'm at 18. He's got the standing wee shirt and tie on.
Didn't think Scotty still get
I
bored.
did
The
that.
newsagent there's got that.
I might go down after this.
It was Ian and his pals. Trying to buy a scud book. Right, I've got a couple of fans' pet peeves, guys. Mark, Stephen, pet peeve for you. I like this. when you use a packet of wipes and you only need one and you end up pulling half the packet.
Aye, that's an amazing one.
Great shout. It's so obscure, but it's
That
so
could
good.
be the best fan man this year. That's fucking
So see, when you
brilliant.
do that, do you just use a couple and put the others back in, or do you just
use them all.
Use them all, mate. I'm good for
I don't,
that.
I stuff them, but you fuck it, you stuff them back in.
I know, you
Let's
stuff
go.
it, and then they go all dry.
Oh.
But see, when you take loads out, you feel like you can wipe so much more than you would do with just one wipe.
I know,
You get
but
that?
still. You only, I
Clean
only
the
like
full
the
house with that. He doesn't. You know what wipes are?
You fucking nightmare that when you pull them out. But I just use them all.
This is good to know. Who cleans your house and how often does it get done?
I'm actually, me and George are proper like,
A spring clean?
really, we
How often?
rub it. George is proper on it every day. You know, he's like a wee bit like that, do you know what I mean?
What Hoover have you got?
Henry.
That's a lie, innit? That's a Johnny Hoover, I know. That's not been since already. Not been seen since any Johnny.
Right, here's good. What wipes do you use?
Andrex.
Andrex,
Is that no fucking toilet roll?
That is totally.
He's cleaning his house with toilet roll. His dad's used toilet roll, he's cleaning his house with it.
No, it's no way.
Andrex? You didn't get Andrex wipes? You didn't wipe your house?
No, I did. I wouldn't wipe my house with wipes. I use a spray. It's like a
Glass cleaner for the...
and then no glass cleaner, and then I use a wee cloth to clean it all down every day. And then I hoover the stairs. I became a fucking nightmare for me.
How?
I need to hoover them every day, man. But no, anyway, what am I fucking doing here, Tom?
Dill 72 pet peeve reminded us how soft football is getting. Everyone falling over right, left and centre for nothing. Game is gone. I fucking agree. I don't think people tackle anymore either.
But I think that's because the way the game's refereed, more than actual players, you know what I mean? Because they know if they just go down, they'll get a foul.
The worst one's when the ball like gets played out of the tap or something and somebody's trying to shield it, they just fall down and get a foul every single time.
But do you know, like now as well, everyone's obsessed with possession now. And nobody tackles anymore. And then he goes at the weekend, like, Celtic, stop the cross.
So that's I know.
Like, that's what you're a fullback. Go and stop the cross. Just waddle out and try and... Rangers cross... Falkirk, is it? Get to the ball a wee bit quicker.
Hibs and Hearts as
Hibs
well.
and Hearts.
Yeah.
That's the one. They've got 2 men at the ball. Somebody get to the ball.
Hibs all this whole season have been like that.
0-0 a minute to go. Good one. Sire's a pet peeve of people standing still on escalators. Said this before.
Yes.
But what's it
London's the worst in it for it, but like, aye, that's the worst.
Why would you walk on an escalator? Just go on the stairs in?
What about you, Roscoe?
Fair enough,
What would you do on an escalator, Roscoe?
I would stand still, mate.
Would you?
Aye, let it take me. That's why you're fucking on it.
Let it take me.
Craig Gormley, pet peeve that happened this morning when your missus been driving your car. I should put pet on it, I've done that. Great women on a night out, all go to the bar together and order and pay for their drinks separately. 10 women at a bar just group off and go on rounds tight ass. Do you agree? Are you in a group of 10 birds regularly? Because you're shaking your... Nodding your head there.
Never, nah.
Instead of getting like a big order.
See when you're taking somebody's bill and they take him a pay separately, mate, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
They start arguing who had the
You need
fucking...
to do 10...
Can we split these 6 cards?
1750s, can we split these fucking 6 tap waters? Honestly. Pet peeve when you're for dinner and hear another table asking to split the bill, just get somebody to pay it. Last one, never mind the eating in bed. Guy in my work's daughter eats steak pie and mash in the bath.
In the back?
That's a lie.
What?
In the bath.
That's a lie.
Oh, that's
No way.
Have
With
you
a knife and fork?
with a knife and fork?
How would a knife and fork
So where'd the
matter
plate
with-
go?
So, you know you can get things in the bath that you put
It's
across.
still game hanging it, you put it in the bath.
You
Aye,
eat it in that.
why is it just steak pie and mash? But
Aye.
So
So
here's
she's having like a roast dinner, she'll eat in the kitchen. Just, if it's steak pie night, I'm away for a
a
bath.
bath's in our kitchen. So here's the question: what's one food that you've ate in the bath?
None.
Never
Nah.
food in the bath.
Never.
Orange.
An orange
Aye. An orange.
with the peels torn it.
Yeah, felt straight out.
I used to take my laptop to the bath.
I know you did.
For what?
Exactly you're watching.
No, I did though. I'd put the laptop on, so I'd close the toilet seat, I'd put the laptop on top of it, and
I
I'd
done the
watch
exact
something
same,
on
aye.
the...
Aye, put a move on and that,
I
aye.
don't know what he was watching.
But do you know what actually was Entourage? It was when I used to watch Entourage.
You can still do it to Entourage.
Nah,
No,
easy.
you could do it.
You could.
What about you, Stevie? And you've ate in the bath?
Probably just a glass of wine, to be honest with you.
Oh, nice. Like a wee glass in the bath.
Just to chill out.
Just you or somebody else in there, your dad?
No, just me most of the time. Try to think maybe something like an ice lolly or something like that, maybe, I don't know.
An ice lolly in the bath?
Maybe, aye. No?
Just to counter the heat?
Is that wrong?
Do you peel that? Do you take the wrapper off before you get in or when you're in the bath? Wrapper just floating about the top of the water.
What, you
Take it, when do you take out the wrapper?
It's a bowl of soup in it.
A Magnum.
A bowl of soup in the bath.
Did any of the chocolate ever fall in the bath water? And if it did you pick it back out and eat it?
Just sit there.
Just leave it, mate. Just fucking leave it.
Do you like sharing the bath with somebody?
Used to, but not anymore.
No.
So sweaty, mate. Right, Stevie Mallan's on St Johnstone.
Oh, Stevie
Flying
boy.
in the championship. Before we ask him, have they won it already, St Johnstone?
Can
Can I see Andy catching them?
I fancy
Can
them
I?
strongly. Aye.
I think they're favourites, but they've won it already, surely.
And the manager is a hero, mate.
Aye.
He is, aye.
I enjoyed your interview with him.
He's good, isn't he?
Is he good? Does he talk?
No, he is good. I think MD is kind of got a different character to him. You can take him with a pinch of salt, but he's like good. Like the boys love him. They love his wee ad libs, the way he says things. It's funny. Like he is good. Like his team meetings and stuff like. He always says something, and I think he just brings everything in as a family. Like no matter what member of staff or what player, I think some clubs do it, but like every time we have a team meeting at the start, if it's somebody's birthday, we'll get them up and things like that. If it's like physios, video analysis boys, it just brings everything together. So I like him, right?
Just quickly on this, what's your thoughts on this? Balakisha wearing gloves in fucking October with a
Awful.
short sleeve
Yeah, nah.
shirt?
It just sums him up.
He was actually alright when he came on.
Was he good? Aye, pretty great.
Got
Got
an assist.
but gloves in October.
I know for me.
Is it short sleeve?
You were a gloves man.
Short sleeve
Yeah,
t-shirt
short
with
sleeve
gloves?
shirt with the gloves.
No, is it?
Yeah. I mean, what about Tom Kearney speaking about Roscoe?
Oh my
Brilliant, aye.
That was amazing, Roscoe.
That was nice of him.
That was good. Would they say you're the best finisher he's ever seen? Ever played with?
No, I think it was the only player that he's played with that's got every type of finish. No necessarily the best finisher, because he played Dimitrovic.
That's arguably better though. And that means you've got every type of finish.
What a compliment.
Aye, possibly. I definitely won't be best, but he played with Mitrovic at Fulham.
You're better than
You're better than Mitrovic.
No.
See,
Fucking back yourself,
Fred
man.
up top.
40 goals or something like that. One season in the Championship we scored 40 goals.
39 You're better than Mitrovic, mate.
100%, mate.
Nah, no for
Well,
me.
shouting back to Tom Kearney.
No for me, mate.
Was he
Yeah,
top,
so
Roscoe?
that-
Was he top, aye?
You said he was
Aye.
poor off camera.
He's top player though, isn't he?
He is. He's
Can't
very,
run. How many
caps
can't
you
run?
How many caps you got for
he's
Scotland?
very underrated.
How many caps you got for Scotland?
Him?
Aye.
No many at all.
No, he's not.
That's another one. Like, how is he got
Can he
30,
run?
40 caps?
Can Tom Kearney run?
He's no better than anyone.
Do you know what, mate? He's actually really quick.
He's
And now?
Ah,
I played against
Aye,
his team
but-
and he was a joke.
Was he, aye?
Aye, like...
You think he's better than guys like McGregor and all the guys that played for Celtic? He's a headline, Ross.
Oh, wow.
He's a
No.
fucking headline.
I would say, are you talking about like McGinn, McTominay, or them that they're the now?
McGregor's at that level.
For me,
No,
he's,
no, fucking Slaney.
for me, he's up there with McGregor. I think it's another level to then your McTominays in that. I don't think he's quite on that level, but unbelievable player.
Wow.
Never ever gives the ball away, ever.
Brilliant.
I'll have to get him on.
But would you get him on?
Would you, Roscoe?
I think he would do it. Aye.
That'd be amazing.
Josh Windass calls him TC. That's a fucking pet peeve.
Has Josh ever played with him?
I don't think so.
He calls himself T Dot.
Who does?
Tom Kearney.
Calls himself T-Dot. Why?
After Graham Dot?
I don't know. T Dot. T Dot. Aye.
T-Dot. I have to write that. Who's good characters in St Johnstone, mate? McAlear's a good boy now.
He is.
He was
He
good,
is a
aye.
character. He's come in straight off the bat and very loud. I think he's getting a bit louder. I think the more games he's playing, the confidence is coming. He's getting a bit louder. Boy Regan Tumulty is pretty loud. I thought Holty would be a character, but then as I've come in, he's just a professional. Isn't he? He's just
Aye,
just a
quiet.
professional guy. He is.
50-year-old man in a
Aye,
2-year-old's body.
aye.
It's
I told you
amazing,
when I
man.
used to room with him, didn't I?
No.
The worst ever. He'd be like shoot 9 o'clock, mate.
Aye. No, we spoke about it. That he gets his bed very early. Like needs his 8 hours or 9 hours, whatever it is.
I heard a story about another manager in the Scottish Championship this week, right? I'm not going to name his name, but a player went to see him because he wasn't playing right. And he's basically just said, son, you're not doing that great and all that. Like, bide your time in it, you'll get in. And before the boy got up and left, so the boy was raging with the response, before he got up and left it like that, son, do you want a wee joke before you go? I can tell you're not happy. And he goes like that, right, you do that. What's the difference between a hard-on and a dunk? He goes, I don't know, he said, I've not got a dunk. I swear to God.
Oh my
So you get Silver carry. You get me hard on for the other club.
Do you know what else? How many people get that pierced?
Oh no, I don't like that.
What the fuck's that?
I don't know what that does.
Chin.
It's in.
How can you get that pierced?
People have got that.
I've never had a piercing in my life.
Have you still got the nipple?
Aye.
Have you still got that?
Aye.
No.
You would have been an ears pierced youngster.
He's like,
Did you? 2 years?
I had mine and all. I've
Did you,
had
sir?
my nipple done and all.
You had your
Have you?
nipple pierced?
And I didn't. It was in MAGA.
But I woke up one morning and I had my nipple.
No, can we just clarify this? It's no a no, because I've never had it.
Alright, okay. It's a Magdalene story, but I woke up with a nipple.
Amazing. You were it for 2 years before this, mate?
Aye, for no, a year and 18 months. I had 6 months, my last 6 months at Salford, and then last season spent the full year in David Lloyd Gym. It was a nightmare.
Brutal, mate, innit?
It was a nightmare.
David Lloyd's nice, don't it?
No, if you're in the Glen one, I was in the Renfrew one, so we're the Scuddies. But nah, spent a full year there. It was tough.
Was
man.
it just basically prehab running? Just
Prehab. I ruptured my plantar fascia. I hate talking about it because I spoke about it for so long. Couldn't get anywhere at Salford, and then once I left Salford, done the English PFA thing. You go down to St George's Park, done that. Spoke to specialists, Leeds, London, Manchester. I honestly went all over the place. Like, they thought it was my back and things. Couldn't get anywhere. Like, just kept getting to a certain point, would run and I couldn't change direction. So once I got back to that, when I got to that part, I would go see somebody new. They would say, "Oh, just go back to the start. Just go back to your rehab again." I'm like I couldn't. Like, it was just mind numbing. And nobody would operate on me until after a year. So March time was after a year, was about 14 months, and then I went to Ross Hall, got the op. So I need to shout out Bob Carter because he's sorted me out, and thankfully I've been back playing. So
Go on, Bob.
Go on, Bob.
Go on, Bobby Carter. What a guy.
aye.
If anyone needs
That's
any
the
Bob
worst moment,
Carter,
innit, when you're injured before a club.
going to the gym
That's-
every day. It's
oh,
destroying, innit?
Just try to get wages and that as well. It's stressful.
Try to get wages.
Aye, because obviously you've not got a team with you, so you're not getting paid.
Living off saving.
So we've done that for a while. Then
Many so much
started
savings you
coaching.
got left now.
Well, once Turkey's my savings pot. It's just not came yet. But
Tell everyone, you never got paid once in one month. You got paid in Turkey.
I get my first month's wage, and then I've got the rest. So
Aye, you hear stories that all the time. It's
after
mental.
7 months I left. So aye.
Aye, that 1 month's like a year's salary here, but
Aye, but as far
How many
gone.
months were you then? You never got paid.
So I went on loan, obviously at first, like 5 month loan, and like they agree a loan fee, so I got that. That was fine. And then as soon as I signed perm, I get paid my first month, never get paid for 7 months, and then left.
Fucking
what
hell.
happens though? Who do you go to in the club? Surely there's somebody in the club you...
Everybody
I've not
just
been
goes.
paid again, or...
Generally, everybody just goes, "Oh, this is Turkey. This is
is
what
just
you
what
expect." Aye, and then you see a few times we did go in the park. We got a Romanian coach in. The first few coaches were Turkish, so they knew the score. Got a Romanian coach in. He was like, "Nah, I'm not taking it into the day." So we stood in the park, got a picture, and be like, "Right, we're no training." President would fly here, and then a day later we're training because we still never get paid.
Wow.
But we've done that a lot of times. Boys were just getting sick of it. We were just like, we may as well train and keep fit. There's no point in no training. We're not getting paid anyway, we may as well train. And then eventually everybody left and eventually relegated.
Wow. So did you go to trial first, mate, at St Johnstone, huh?
I went on trial actually with Rafe the week before.
Right.
Well, the first 2 weeks before that, I jumped into St Mirren to train with the 20s, which was just to get a bit of sharpness. That was my first 2 weeks training, sorry. Went to Rafe for a week. John Potter gave me a bell, said, like, come up and see how you like it, blah, blah, blah. And got to the Friday, and then they were talking about doing a deal, but nothing was set in stone yet. And then I got a phone call for the Friday for Gus to say, like, we really want you, but we want to make sure you're fit. So, like, coming on Monday, obviously, once I told Rafe that, they were like, we want to get a deal done. I was like, well, give me a figure. Then they couldn't get anything out yet.
Right.
So on the Monday, trained for the first day. Tuesday night, played Dundee United. Was expecting like 20 minutes because I've been out for 18 months, played 90 minutes.
Did you, huh?
I've never been so blown in my life. And I generally, going off that game, I was like, Dundee United are going to do what Hearts are doing. They were that good. I was just that shit. But they were brilliant. But aye, so then Wednesday by midday the deal was done. So I've done well.
Well done, mate.
Amazing you're back playing, mate, innit?
That's so good.
Amazing.
You're a good player, mate. Remember you scored one of the best goals I've ever seen. I was on the bench, remember?
Dundee. That's still living off that.
Mate, that was incredible. Remember that?
Aye.
Scored all sorts of that season.
Oh, mate. How many did you go by? 3 or 4? You made Jim McAllister twice,
I
didn't you?
know, I feel bad about that one.
I wasn't because he was playing ahead of me, mate.
Guys Irvin, that was there because they ended up coming to St Mirren the year after, so they were telling me the best one was Big Jeebsy, because obviously he was at St Mirren for years and I was a young boy. When he came on the park after the game, he was like, enjoy the moment, enjoy the night out after it. Like, he was amazing just at that moment, just telling me how to just keep, like, remember everything, bring it all in, and then just go and have a good time. So
Fucking hell, it was only a goal against Dundee.
I know.
Fuck you.
Right, go to-
You're feeling the
I-
ground. Fuck, it's
no,
going
no,
against Dundee. Fuck's sake.
I get a big segment in Soccer AM. I was buzzing off that.
I remember that. Aye. Okay, big news for the weekend. Russell Martin
Yeah,
is
time's up.
sacked. 123 days, Paul.
Time's up.
Was it the right time?
It should have been before then. There was no signs of getting better. Performance had been so poor.
If it was before then, why did you call it before then?
No, I think I did say his time is up. And even when he was speaking,
When did you think his time was up, if I could ask?
even if you go back to the Celtic game, mate, even though that it was a better performance as in work rate, but you weren't seeing any real signs of what he came in today. On the ball, I didn't see much, and the results have just got worse. And if you're looking at it going, like the results aren't great, but the performances are getting better, they weren't they? What I will say is, what happened after the game isn't acceptable.
Like the Phil Halliday family. How did you all get together so quickly? Get to the Falkirk?
Mental, innit?
Honestly, and it was a wee bit sure.
The Fergusons and the Hallidays.
The holidays sitting down. The bus
Wee
went
Billy
rang right
driving
for
the
them.
bus. Wee Billy Dodge driving the bus.
Remember that? The bus going to rang right for the fans sitting down. Honestly,
So
but
what
no,
happened? The fans sat in front of the bus and it just reversed?
I sat down trying to block the way, but the bus went that way and the fans were sitting there. But for me, that's not acceptable. And a few pundits get asked about it yesterday. And it's kind of, for me, they sugarcoated it a wee bit, mate, as in like, but what is it? I mean, they get asked like, that's no right. So their answer was, that's no right. But Russell Martin's kind of brought this when he said his performance. That should never be accepted, mate. A police escort in a game of football. That surely we're known a place now where that's the way that goes. Now, that being said, the performance has been shocking. Now, fans are right to voice their opinion, they're right to sort of boo or whatever. But a police escort in a game, mate, and barricade a bus in, I'll never be happy with that.
I know, but so what's wrong with a fan's right to protest?
No, I agree they should protest, but I don't think a manager getting a police escort to a bus. Do you think that's acceptable?
See, to be honest,
You see, wait a minute, do you think that's acceptable? A police escort?
I know, but he's chose to get the police escort, innit he?
No, whatever ways happened, that's surely no right. It's all over the TV yesterday. People were watching that the Rangers manager got a police escort to his motor. Surely, I use.
And nobody was violent towards him, innit?
I think they had to get the post. What was the reason they get the escort then?
No,
Aye,
just for a precaution, isn't it? I don't think anybody done anything that made
You
him
you think that's acceptable?
for them to stand in front of the bus. I think it's the worst
not
thing in
really
the
that
world.
bad, is it?
No, I
But
dunno.
see, you talk about the police escort for.
It's very, very poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you talk about the police escort for Russell Martin. You think during the week, if fans are in the hotel and approaching your Thelwells and people like that, I would not have been surprised. If Russell Martin kept his... I don't like managers losing their job, but I'm actually happy that he has, because I think something bad would have happened to him. I genuinely
And
think
what
it would have
do you
got...
mean?
It would have got physical, mate. Somebody see him in the street or whatever, they would have battered him, mate.
How do you know he wouldn't have battered him?
Possibly, he might, but that's genuinely where I thought that it was.
It was
gonna
heading
get to,
towards
mate, aye.
There was always a worry that it could, because you're talking about how toxic it was. It's like, no, I'm not saying it would have, but there's no denying that something like that could have happened, because we've all said that I've never seen a hatred towards a guy, never mind anyone, a manager, player, whatever. I hated for a club, a fan base to one guy as much as that in my life. Now, again, I'm similar to you. I'll never ever say that somebody should be sacked, but now that he's gone, I can say I can't believe it took that long. Like I genuinely, I felt after Club Brugge, I thought he was gone, and then you think, is it quite early? Is it a wee bit early? Can we maybe give him a wee bit more time? But then they go and lose 2-0 to Hearts. So it's been coming. But and we kept saying it, didn't we? If Rangers won 8 games in a row and then lost the 9th, people still weren't rid of him. So it was always going to come. I just don't know why. Like, why is it took till now before they pull the trigger? Because look, you look at the actual results, right? They're horrific. The performances, mate, honestly, have been. Again, I watched the game back again yesterday. I don't know why I'm doing it, but Falkirk battered Rangers. Honestly, I'm telling you, they battered Rangers.
And he's saying
and he
that Rangers
comes
were
out the
good.
press
Aye.
after the game saying the performances are improving.
He's done that a lot though, Andy, hasn't he?
Aye.
The performances came out and said they were good, or that you can see signs there was no signs.
What is it they've not done that you expected them to do under Russell Martin? Dominate
I know,
games?
mate.
I know, I thought that's the one thing they did.
Score goals, mate. That's been the big thing for me. I always thought they would be a bit fragile at the back, because he is an expansive type manager. He wants to play an open game of football. He wants to build it for the backs. So I actually thought, you know what, they might leak a few goals. They might not keep as many clean sheets this year, but they'll score barrel loads. Mate, they've scored, I can't even, it's like 5 or 6 goals in 7 games. I think they're like 9th in the table for goals scored. Mate, that's been the biggest shock to me, is in an attacking sense.
What have you made the Rangers so far this year, mate?
We were actually talking about this on like the drive up to training the other day. We were looking at the boys at Chermity, Is that the striker?
like it, yeah.
We were we signed him for 8 mil. Do you know who I think his last game, his last goal was against? Mansfield in the EFL trophy for Everton.
Wow.
And he's went to Rangers for 8
£8 million, I know.
I don't think the players are as bad as what we're seeing. I think a manager could get much better performances out of them.
I agree, mate. I agree. I said that I think the squad is actually alright. I genuinely do. I think there's certain areas where they've maybe went backwards for last year. Probably the final third, to be honest with you, because I look at Igaman, Dessers, Czerny. That front three's better than what Rangers have now. Now, I think Gassama has been
Very good.
by far and away the best outfielder for Rangers. But I actually think there's a lot of players that they've signed, I think, have got more in them. Now, it's hard to say that now because they probably aren't performing, but I do think there's plenty there to work with.
Was it him as a person as well as the performances?
I think
it all kind of built up, didn't it? It's like, now I know he was kind of trying to show that it wasn't getting to him, but it then was coming across like Rangers are losing games and he's smirking when he's like answering questions, and it comes across as smug, and I know he's no mean that, he's just trying to show it's no getting to him. But like, you just drew again with Falkirk and he's got a wee smile trying to like defend himself, and I think all of that was just kind of coming together, and obviously it became untenable, didn't it? Like, it was.
I'm married to him in the final whistle when he went off, for fuck's sake. You see that?
Did he?
No way.
I'm sure he went off. Fuck's sake.
Do you think he knew that if he didn't win that game he was getting sacked?
I don't know, mate.
I don't think so. I don't know. See if they never processed, isn't it? Do you think they still would have sacked him?
See, for me, he just seemed overconfident, as if
It was going to turn.
aye.
He was just desperate to finish 10th, wasn't he?
I think see as well was like, talking about the amount of turnover of players, and then talking about the pitch, and we tried to change the style to suit the pitch, and then the mentality one was bizarre to me, because you then see all the kind of clips and quotes, tweets. He said that every single club he's been at, he spoke about it. So I just think again there was like loads of things. I actually think obviously I think he's a really articulate guy. I thought he handled his selling the media really well at the start, but I think over the last 2-3 weeks you've definitely seen signs of like getting to him and kind of go the other way.
Why do you think we didn't see a style there? Because this is what he was known for. This was what he brought in. Why do you think we didn't see any style at all?
Do you know what? I don't think it was no seeing a style. It was no seeing a substance, no seeing a purpose of what they were doing. So I think he's just lived and died by his style, and he's no been willing to adapt it at any point to get more purpose.
But it's mad, isn't it? Because at Southampton he goes and does really well in the Championship. Yeah. You think with Rangers he got the best, because Southampton wouldn't have had like the best players in the Championship by a mile, would it? He done really well. He's got the best players in the league by a mile, and he can't get him to win games of football. It's quite bizarre.
I was going to say that because Southampton teams are probably coming after them, but Rangers have struggled with that as well.
Teams have come after Rangers, haven't they? They've not been able to play
That's
through
not
them.
the case.
Seeing Rangers games as well, mate, right? You actually look like they've not been to Celtic Park, they've not been to Tynecastle, they've not been to Easter Road, they've not been to Pittodrie, they've not been to Tannadice, they've not been to Rugby Park. These are the actual grounds that Rangers have struggled at over the years. Like, we all, like, no disrespect, because obviously Motherwell was part of them. It's been like Falkirk, Livy, Motherwell. It's like games, Dundee at home. It's like Rangers probably couldn't have asked for a better start of the season in terms of fixtures.
But some of the best training performances in Rangers history, according to him, which is something to take away from that. And then who's next? We Dodgy was seen with a whistle yesterday, got the whistle up.
Helmet on, wasn't it?
The helmet.
49ers.
49ers jersey on. Will it be somebody at the end of the season, or do you think these will, Roscoe, you know them well? Who's getting
Worked with them before.
You know them?
Who will?
The 49ers.
49.
You've worked with them
Through your leads you've worked
Good mates of mine.
Would you take Gerrard back to even just the end of the season?
Just to end the season, I've taken back full stop.
Would you take him back as a long term?
Aye, definitely.
I see
Instead
somebody
of
think
Sean
that they
Dyche?
would appoint.
There's a rumour in there that I think he needs to stay in Saudi to a certain period of time to get all his money tax free, so it's whether obviously Rangers and the 49ers would pay the difference to bring him back. But he'd be my choice. But they shouldn't listen to me. I said Russell Martin, didn't I? So
Was that not just...
I wanted him for his style, because I thought it was the best way to break down low blocks, which Rangers have struggled with. Again, in an attacking sense. You know what it is, mate? It's an attacking manager. Like somebody will come in, win games. Is it too much to ask though? Like I was saying this yesterday when I was arguing with one of my pals about it, and he's just like, somebody's just going to win games. Is it honestly too much to ask to bring in a manager that can win games but win it well and win with an entertaining style? Is that too much to ask, genuinely? So
Do you think he had the mentality, Russell Martin?
I think that was part of the reason why. Has he ever been at a club like Swansea? But at Swansea, mate, if you finish 17 and play great football, I don't think you're a hero, innit?
Does that mean, do you think the Rangers need to consider that's for the next appointment? Somebody that has, I know it's hard to tell.
Come up with 3 league titles in a row, mate. That's what I mean. There's no guarantee with any manager that's going to be a success. But I think Gerrard is the one that ticks the most boxes and has the less risk.
Yeah.
So
the fans are buzzing right away, aren't they, with that?
I think they'll get on side with it, aye.
What about the fact that Gerrard's last 2 jobs haven't been great, Andy?
Again, that's the argument, but I can only kind of go off
What you know?
obviously what he's done here. Now, Brendan Rodgers obviously won the FA Cup with Leicester, but they got relegated and they came back to Celtic and they won the league again. So there's obviously there's pros and cons for both. But I seen Danny Rowe's a big one that's linked. Now, we've had Josh Windass and Barry Bannon say that Danny Rowe's brilliant, right? But very, very similar in terms of what Russell Martin's got in terms of CV. So I think straight away, similar to Russell Martin, that see if they did hire Danny Rowe, I think they're on the back foot straight away. I might be wrong, but I just don't think that's one that's going to.
Are you using the belief that you need to win someone to be a Celtic Rangers manager?
No.
Nah?
No, I would say so.
I think it helps, obviously, but I don't think it's a be all and end all. Mate, the majority of Rangers fans, not the majority, but a lot of Rangers fans would say Derek McInnes. Derek McInnes won 1 trophy. It's not as if he's like won loads and loads of trophies.
What's your thoughts on that then, the Derek McInnes shout?
Going off of what has happened previously, I don't know, how can you say not to him? Like, going off of the past few managers and stuff and what he's doing now at Hearts, it's like, Rangers fans will look at it being like, he could be doing that for us. And if he had their budget and the type of players that they could bring in, like, what would this made him not go on and be top of the league now?
Yeah, what about you, Roscoe?
Are you sure?
I think...
You want Warnock to get it, don't you?
Aye.
Nearly, surely you just get Nearly in there.
I was thinking about
I
was thinking about Warnock when you were talking about eyebrows. He's a genuinely no got any eyebrows.
That's
He's
right,
just got skin.
What can you?
I don't know. I don't think I'd be against somebody like a Sean Dyche.
Really?
Aye, I think he's got a presence in that he'd be able to deal with pressure. I would probably favour that over a sort of younger coach.
What about that? What do you think of Dyche?
If I could do one, if you could get one for me with Lampard, I haven't seen what
he's not leaving though.
He's never leaving, is he?
No, you're not taking the Rangers job over the Coventry?
I just mean as in like it could be in the Premier League.
I know, but you'll get fucking relegated straight away.
I think you leave Coventry in a heartbeat to go to Rangers.
Lampard be a good one for you?
He'd be brilliant.
Aye, he'd be up there. Again, is he maybe no better, but it was apparently between him and Clement, wasn't it? And they chose Clement, so he's obviously been in the running before. But no, definitely, Coventry are flying, scoring goals for fun as well. But again, I know that this is kind of half sitting on the fence saying this, but there is no guarantee. Yeah, well, all the names that were mentioned, there's no, because like John Dyche, mate. Did you watch Burnley? Did you watch Everton? Like, is that going to be the style of football that you're expecting? Where Rangers that should dominate games of football? Like,
but I hear a lot of Rangers fans saying that is kind of Rangers DNA. That's how Rangers should be playing, like direct football and aggressive football. Like,
that's fucking 5-4-1 sit at the edge of your box. Are they going to do that?
I played against these Burnley team lots down south, and I thought, excellent.
Did you, Frosco?
Aye, I did. Aye.
In what way?
Danny Ings, Sam Vokes, 2 up front. They always had wingers who would get the fullbacks, put a lot of crosses and I thought they were a good watch.
Yeah. You think Dyche should be a good fit for you, man?
Nah, I'm not sure about Dyche. He maybe be good for I don't know, for this season to come in where they're at the now, where the club's at, but long term, I don't know. When I look at Dyche, I think his football's a wee bit very direct in it. Do you think that managers would be put off this job watching what's happened to Russell Martin?
No.
I think it's the best time to take Rangers.
No, I don't think
I said that the other day. Aye.
The fans obviously didn't like Russell Martin that much. I think they'll get behind whoever. I don't think they're expected to win the league this year, so I actually think you've kind of got like a grace period already to obviously embed your own style and whatnot, and they've got dough. They've not had dough over the years, now they've got money. So I actually think it's the best time to arguably take it.
Right in it.
Again, here's another question. Would Dale leave Hearts at a situation where they are in the league with Tony Bloom coming in at Hearts to go to Rangers?
He's turned down Rangers before in their worst position than what he was at, wasn't he?
Could you see him turning that down if he got offered it?
Unless they threw crazy money at him. Like you said, back at Aberdeen days, he could have went, didn't he go? Aberdeen were pretty much doing what Hearts are doing, and I don't think he would go now.
Yes?
I think he would go.
I think he would. I think he'd go.
This Rangers are much better than the team he probably turned down, aren't they?
Yeah. Roscoe?
I can't see it.
Mad to think that, innit? You've turned down the Rangers job.
I don't think he'll be approached anyway.
Nah. Why not, Andy?
He's been at Hearts for, 3 months? I actually think they'll probably need to pay a decent fee to get him. I just don't think he would. Again, does the fact that he's turned down Rangers before, does that play into it as well? I'd be really surprised. I'm not, listen, I think it's mad to say that there's absolutely no way, because obviously what he's done in Scotland and whatnot, but I just couldn't see it.
Who are the fans wanting? Who's all the noise about?
I think like kind of what you're seeing is Gerrard, innit?
Muscat again?
Muscat been mentioned.
Every time he's been linked to the Rangers.
But see, to be fair, Muscat's one that I think makes sense as well. Just he's obviously, again, he's won leagues. He's played at Rangers before. He's obviously got a half decent reputation. If he can do what Ange does and just bring guys for Asia for 500 grand and sell them for 30 million, it's unreal. But again, I think he ticks boxes as well.
Who do you say, Hank? Who would you like to see get the job? Who do you think would do well? So
I would go with a Muscat or something like that.
You'd take Russell Martin back.
I'd put Russell Martin back.
Muscat?
I'd go Muscat.
Jimmy.
I think he does play attacking football, doesn't he?
And I think he's at a team in China. I think they've only got like 2 games left.
Seen him a lot play.
Watch a lot.
Mate, he was a dirty.
Oh, he was a dirty bastard. Just get him in purely for that.
He'd signed
He'd led the Rodgers,
signed Dice, wouldn't he? Signed Dice.
Unreal. We need to give Falkirk credit as well. Great performance with Falkirk, wasn't it?
They were brilliant, mate. Brilliant. It was. I mean, again, now I think the kind of fear factor for Rangers is gone, right? But you're a team getting promoted into the SPL, and I think teams will turn their nose up at like going to have a go and going to press, and they just showed why you can do it. Like, and just go after Rangers front foot, won every first and second ball, looked the more dangerous team as well, had more shots than target, higher XG. I thought they were brilliant, mate. Really
What a
good.
goal, by the way.
What a goal.
What the heck that is?
Who does he body in?
Can you see a deflection? Some goal.
deflection?
Nah.
Was it taking me
I don't want to take it away from him, but it was a finish, but the deflect.
That's a Mallan, isn't it? That's a Stevie Mallan.
No, there's no deflections, but then, but Butland doesn't move because of deflection. If that comes through, he will die for that because of deflection. It's took it round the goalie, but
He does well in the first instance. Obviously, bumping Diamande, rolling him, then has a strike.
And they could have won at the end, but if Butland doesn't save Brian Graham's
Graham shot. Should Brian Graham pass that to Henderson? He was mad at him, didn't he?
He's never going to pass it, man. Never.
See, I love Rangers offside goal. I love that. High press, flip the ball to top of them. But they never done it enough, did they?
Rangers goal's brilliant, mate. Rangers actually, the 2-3 chances or half chances that they create at the start all came for balls in behind because Falkirk were high pressing. So it's kind of similar to what I was saying with Livy last week. Like sometimes you play what the opposition gives you. Falkirk want to play in the halfway line against Gassama and Mikey Moore and guys that are quick and put it in behind. And that's where they get the obviously goal that was disallowed for offside. The chance that comes just before, just after, sorry, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Tav that ends up having a shot for outside the box. Then the goal is very well worked. But again, like you say, it was nowhere near enough.
Gordon Dale said on Thursday that he thinks Falkirk will go down.
No way. Dundee will go down, but
Jake will change him.
Did he say that?
I said that.
That was actually fucking on the radio with him on Thursday.
do you think Dundee will go down? Sorry, do you think Falkirk will go down now?
No.
Yes.
Going off of the way they played against Rangers, I know it's a one-off game and it's like a cup final, but you can do that probably throughout the season. They can't go down if they play like that.
Dundee are brutal as well.
Dundee are bad, mate. What? Who was your roommate when you played Oscar? Who's your favourite roommate?
Can help. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't even think I had a roommate. I think I had my own room.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you sleep early?
No, not really, mate. No. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Imagine you that.
Do you ever get any day up?
No.
Never wait for a game?
Pub sandwich, that was that. Pub sandwich on a Friday night.
Would you do that? Would you eat dinner with the boys and then get a room service? Aidan McGeady loved room service.
Always brought sweets with me.
Did you?
You always craving that, weren't you?
In the room, the night before a game, big bag of sweeties.
Always a sweets. Kaz was a boss.
Paul Caddis was a...
He had millions.
Who tells the stories at Big Marvin Bartley, where he used to get room service all the time, and then one time he ordered room service and the manager brought it up for him.
That was Eddie Howe, mate. He's
Was
right,
it
he told
Eddie
it on
Howe?
here. Eddie Howe brought it up. You're your room service guy?
No, it was always blocked.
What? Who blocked
You
it?
could never, if you
say
phoned
that.
it would just say, oh, you can't get room service to this room.
Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? Busy managers, man.
Can I ask you a question, Andy, and always? Is the league over for Rangers?
Yes.
Well, here's one for you, right?
Yes.
Three
You know
old
how
firms
bad it's
take
been
over.
for Rangers? I couldn't even tell. I can't remember the last time I looked at the league to see what Rangers are even doing. Like, where they're in the league, what the point? What is the point? Is it 9? 9 to Celtic, 11 to Hearts? Is that right?
I wasn't overly sure. But there's still three old firm games to go. Celtic on the...
What does that matter? So that they can't win they can't win any game.
No, what I'm saying is if they bring a good manager in, they get going, Celtic are in a great shape now. Could they turn this around?
But mate, I don't think Russell Martin's instruction at Rangers players have been that bad. I think they've got instruction. They obviously fucking can't carry it out.
But see what I'd say, Si, right? how many subs has he made at half times in all the games, and it's never changed anything. So again, like,
But I still think Rangers players with any instructions should be able to go on a pitch and beat Falkirk.
but my point being is that he's making in-game changes that aren't affecting games for Rangers to win. Some of the best managers in the world, teams might start poorly, but they'll make a change and they'll go and win the game. Like, he's making changes and nothing's changing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but I think he's a terrible manager, Russell Martin. The players need to do better as well. I know he's getting all the stick, mate, but Rangers players should be able to go under no instruction and beat Falkirk, mate.
Aye, they should do better.
One win in the league, actually.
Well, do you think Rangers could still maybe win the league?
No.
No.
Just ask the question if you thought it. Just getting debate.
Right, let's say now who'll get it. I think Gerrard will get it. I'd love him to bring in like a mad yank. But is it Broad? Bad? What was it, Broad? What was his name?
Brad Bobley.
Bob Bradley.
Oh, Bob Bradley.
Bob Bradley.
Purdue. Had a great tussle with Ellen Purdue. Could be picking the beat there, wee man.
Have you scratched
He's taking big Rosso at the club house, look. He chat around every fucking, he chat around any fucking eater in Glasgow, mate.
I don't know who'll get that job.
I hope it's Gerrard. I think it could be like Muscat. I think Muscat could be the...
See, if it is Gerrard, then what's the coaching situation? Because I know we've spoken about it before, but it's such a massive thing. Like, he obviously needs a coach. Is Bale coming back?
He's never coming back, is he? I don't think they would take him back. He was a big aspect of when they won the league, but after having his Hatton being sacked and stuff, I don't think he comes back.
See, I agree, but I don't think they care now. I honestly, I don't.
It's got way past the point.
Like, I
Russell
don't think
Martin's
they'd be as
fucking
well.
hold my beer, innit? Michael Beale, hold my beer. They're buzzing for Beale to come back after Martin.
Is Grail Murray in the run?
Murt's standing on his head. So he worked with the boy Critchley that was a Hearts manager as well. Would that be probably another option? By the way, I know this could create headlines. I think he could ask a certain member of the panel to go.
No chance. No chance.
Do you?
He takes Lennon, eh?
Do you say?
I think he could.
No chance.
Wow. That would be...
There's a good question. I know you said about it. Gerrard gave you a phone, first team coach.
How could I possibly answer that?
So you think of it.
I'm employed by Motherwell.
Right, end of the season, contract's done at Motherwell. Gerrard gets a Rangers job, offers you a coaching job. What you say?
Oh, dear. Of course he is. With the brown brogues on. He's got them polished in it.
Even just for first team coach, he's still got the brown brogues on.
Stevie Mallan in my suit last night. Yes.
Roscoe Gerrard for you? Be happy with that? Ex-Rangers player?
I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if it's him. But again, as I said, somebody like Sean Dyche, I wouldn't be against.
See, when the 49ers, did they point Falkirk Leeds, or was he already there? Have they got a history of appointments?
No, I think he was already in the job. And I said that with Russell Martin as well. I think surprised that it went on this long, because at Leeds get promoted in the summer, and then loads of things broke that they were looking to sack the manager at Leeds, even though he'd just fucking got them promoted. But they didn't sack him based on the outrage from the Leeds fans, because they got wind that they were going to sack him and they were kicked off. So I'm thinking, right, if they're listening to the fans there at Leeds and then not sacking him, you can't not listen to the fans here at Rangers when the noise is that loud. I'm thinking he's a goner, but it obviously went on too long, didn't it? But I think somebody like a Sean Dyche, I think a lot of people turn their nose.
Dyche,
but a lot of people turn their nose up. They think, oh, Sean Dyche, fucking defensive and all the rest of it. But again, I can only speak for his teams that I played against. There always a two up front.
And the fact is that, and he's been a Premier League manager for what, 12 years? Do you know what I mean? It's not a bad CV he's got, Sean Dyche.
I think he'd probably be big enough to handle the pressure as well.
See, knowing Beale, would it bother him? Do you think Beale would still come back?
No, I think he was still...
He would come back, wouldn't he? Another Twitter would be set up, wouldn't it? Right, let's see what happens. Edinburgh Derby. No great quality, am I right in saying that?
Terrible game.
It wasn't great.
Rubbish game of football. Listen, and we've gave the two lots of credit, so this is fair to say. During the week, we were all excited about it. Said there was going to be plenty of goals. Bad game of football, that. Really bad. What did you make of it? See the kick-offs?
What is that?
Oh, you're not. I actually enjoyed it.
I don't know when, but you know what? When the manager got out to the coaching staff, can I speak to you three? I'm just thinking, right? See, when the ball comes back first, the kick-off, why don't we fuck it up there? And the coaches go, fucking brilliant, man. Like, how does it come about? Because it's not been seen before, has it?
But what I'm more interested in is what's made Hearts Day at half time. as Dale just said at half time, what about kick off? He done it first half. Let's do it. For a
Dale's
laugh.
got that in him. Dale's got that in him,
Let's do
innit?
it for a laugh.
That's brilliant for Dale.
But aye,
Poor game, man.
Imagine, but see with the quality being so bad, maybe that's all they'd practiced all week.
Kick off.
Just a kick off.
But see, do you know why I didn't mind it, right? Because I'm giving them an excuse in terms of the game, but the wind was apparently mental, right? Imagine trying to deal with a ball coming for that height, a fucking 30 mile an hour.
See, a few years ago though, the Boyley scores a goal, Scotty Allen hits it
Aye,
in the seat,
fucks up there, remember that?
Boyley goes in behind, touches it, scores. So it could happen, but aye, it's mental.
Mate, this sums me up as a football player. I think you'd probably be the same, but you three would probably be different. See if I'm the guy that ball's getting rolled back to me, my knees are like that. Are you? Fuck it. I remember I was going through such a bad time at Dundee, I actually had to get the ball through the thing and just pass it to the right back of me. And my heart was fucking pounding.
Mate.
Pounding.
Funny you should say that, right? See Motherwell when we played Rangers in the semi last year, I'll try and get the clip right. So we done a kick-off where, see the PSG one, the famous PSG one, we were doing that, right? So we were doing that against Rangers in the semi, and we'd done that on the Friday and it was me playing the chip ball. So it was 11v11, it came back, I've underhit it, if he'd it cleared and we'd been killed, I'm like, nah, I can't do that anymore. There's no way I could do it. So I've seen the game, I'm just overhitting it no matter what. And we nearly get a chance for it, mate. Well, we don't nearly get a chance for it. Somebody gets on the end of it, and I think they end up getting kind of blocked out. But you're right, mate, because if you fuck it,
I know.
you're like this.
Remember Lenny done it at Ibrox?
Who? Lenny fucked it right in. Edinburgh City did it against us, mate, and they fucking smash it out the pitch so the ball runs, and then they all just sprint into that fucking area and they're ready to come for you, mate.
PSG still do it loads,
Aye,
didn't
they do it, aye.
Amazing. Who was it that done it for? Hibs?
Was
Oh, I don't know. Actually.
boy Ballasell?
It was Halkett that got his foot on it, wasn't it?
By the way, what?
I don't know who actually done it for.
I'm trying to think. Was it not left? Was it Iredale?
Iredale.
I'm trying to think. Was it left?
It might have been.
He's just got the guy that could fuck it the highest. Think they were doing that all week. Who can kick it the highest? Like, you're doing it.
I'm just trying to think. I'm sure it was a left footer that done it.
Remember we done that with Danny McGrain once? Just kicked the ball in the air. I was like, Danny, you're no goalkeepers. Fucking kicking the ball in the air for your hands.
It's alright. It's alright doing it for kick-off, but like he says, after that, like the game never really settled after that, did it? Like, just it was all kind of frantic, which kind of made it entertaining in a way because it was like. It was on edge all the time, but I think both managers said that there wasn't much quality.
You have played in it. Are the games usually like that? Have you ever played in a game where it was like a team played like good football and dominated the game, or is it always quite 50-50, quite scrappy?
I don't know if Mikey Stewart said it the other day, like, it doesn't matter where either team is in the league, if one's dominating, if one's top of the league, one's bottom of the league, when it comes to an Edinburgh Derby and any other derby, it's still 50-50. Like, one team could be like shit, and then it comes to that game and they could still win it. Like, never is really much quality. The only quality would usually comes for it as a goal.
An individual bit about
So like those games are always frantic, fast paced, like with the crowd on top of you. So I think you'll probably see that in the next few derbies anyway. I think that's the way it'll go.
Massive win, that.
Massive win.
Huge win.
So good at grinding at results, Derek, isn't he?
Incredible. But from the Hibs, another cross that they've conceded for me. See if you look at the amount of goals they've conceded for crosses this season. Terrible, mate. But as I said, a massive win, especially when they didn't play it. Great finish with Halkett, innit?
Brilliant, aye. Some ball in as well.
It's a great ball. But again, you need to stop the cross in the last minute of the game, don't you?
But there's three
Aye, it's therefore, it's always harder with an in-swinger though, innit?
Coming inside the head.
I think it's easier to try and show them down the line and kind of stop a cross for there, but the boy does that big shift out his feet and obviously just delivers it into the back post. And again, that's the boy Carjot that's came off the bench. He's kind of one of the signings that we've not really seen yet. Now he comes on and whips that ball into the back stick for the goal.
After seeing Celtic Sunday, can Hearts win it?
Yeah, I'm saying I think Hearts will beat Celtic at Tynecastle in 2 weeks.
Wow, that's what we need for you,
There's a
Andy boy.
prediction for me.
That's what we need.
I think Hearts will beat them in 2 weeks.
You think Boyle should score when he goes through?
Well, it hits the bar.
Probably.
Kenny, aye.
You go there, Ross,
He needed it. Aye.
His touch probably went a bit further than he was wanting, and that forced him into probably that finish. For me there, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably looking for the nutmeg.
Wow, of course you are, mate. That's why fucking T-Dot's talking about you, innit?
Probably, because the amount of times keepers come out and that's what they do, innit?
See, for like any kind of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of hope of a title race, Hearts need to win that game at Tynecastle, I think. See, to actually stay
What was
in
that?
it
Sorry,
for
what was
as long
that
as
noise you just made? Can you do that noise again?
That was bad. Andy, sorry.
Sorry, mate.
But see, if Celtic win and go ahead of Hearts on the table, you just feel as if it's going to get up to the point where they're just going to stretch the lead all the time. But if Hearts win, it goes to 5 points. say Hearts even lose a couple of games and then by January they're 1 point behind, you know what I mean? It actually still look close.
Yeah.
So I actually think they need to win that game to kind of stay within it. And by the way, I'm not having for 1 minute they're not talking about it in the dressing room.
You think so?
Oh, mate, have to be.
Yeah.
Have to be. Because obviously Rangers are where they are the noon, and Celtic are not. Like, I still think Celtic will get to that level that they usually are, but they're not there the new.
What makes you think Celtic will get to that level?
I don't know.
For years a day.
Aye.
That's it. Genuinely,
But it does feel like it's a different field, doesn't
It's
it?
a different field this season. There Thursday and yesterday, I'd kind of just put my finger on exactly what it is, mate. I don't
You're
know.
not really great at putting your finger on it. You can never
always
usually
struggle.
find it. Do you
Always
want me to show you where it is?
You would think in January as well that Dale will get a wee pot of cash to go and spend off this guy. Blue.
By
What's good so
What's his name?
the way, seen the flip side though,
You're a hero,
what will
Ross.
Celtic
Aye,
spend?
so will Celtic, won't they?
Panic for Hibs.
11 points.
11 points behind Hearts.
Will there be
Too
panic
early
amongst the
panic.
fans, Stevie?
I don't.
You were saying Groot before that.
Never, man. He's a legend. I don't. You can't. I can see why, right? But see, going off of what happened last season, you can't panic. Do you know what I mean? He turns it around. I know that might. Hopefully, it's not a one-off that happens, but it is still a big gap. I think they'll still eat it up. I think Hearts will start to lose a few games, and it's how they bounce back for that. But I think they'll still the gap will go.
What's changed in Hibs for last year? Because obviously went on that run where they're winning games for fun. Obviously struggling to win games this year. Why is it? What's changed?
Don't know, mate.
Fucking question. You
I
fucking
think
4 years of bamboozled.
It's like confidence. Like last year, they got that win or that draw at Aberdeen, and then kicked on fair with confidence. The confidence comes, and then this year they're just not get that. They're just drawing too many games. They're not getting the too many. The wins are not, and they coming. The goals aren't they coming. Like Boyle was flying last year. He's not really doing it so much this year. Like
See the draws that Hibs have had, do they deserve to win their games? Would you say?
The only ones I've actually watched was Dundee United out them, and I don't think they deserve to win that. Oh, sorry, I watched St Mirren as well.
Kelly
Don't think they
game as
deserve
well,
to
no,
win
I
that either. I didn't watch the Kelly one, but I said it last week, didn't I? Like I think they've actually got a better squad than last year, but when I've watched them, I don't think they've been great. Like I said, the Dundee United and St Mirren were the two games I watched, and I thought they were both kind of low quality games, to be honest. And the Hearts game was kind of some, but I think they've got a good squad, mate.
I was just going to say, does it become a problem when you've got a lot of good players and you're trying to fit 11 in?
Doesn't know his best back three, does he?
You see, am I right in saying last year when they went on that run, it was very much a set 11 that they played?
But even in Europe, they've played so well. Like if it was big teams like Liga Warsaw and stuff, they were brilliant. Like some of the players they brought in came in and they were brilliant. So you're thinking, we're going off of those European games that they're going to kick on and do well in the league again. But aye, like I said, too many draws and you're down towards the bottom. Aye.
Would you put Hibs as favourite for the fourth spot now?
Hibs, I still
Still
think
favourite for fourth.
they'll be-
Yeah.
so.
Who else will be up there with them? Kelly, fly.
Well,
I do, man.
I'd say it's between Hibs and Motherwell. I would the way Motherwell's play.
Even though Motherwell have got the points on the board,
Aye, but I just the way they're playing and stuff like that, you can see with the performances that obviously the boy scores 2 on Saturday. I think if he starts banging in more goals, they'll kick on. I would say it's between Motherwell and Hibs. Aye.
What have you made of Hibs this year, mate?
Hibs. Actually, the game you're talking about, I watched that, the European games at Liga, whatever it was. I thought they were brilliant. Chaiwa was different. That game, actually. Underwhelming, isn't it, really, for them? When they went on that run, obviously, last season, you're probably thinking, right, start the season well, but they've just been off it for whatever reason. Maybe, I don't know, it was playing in Europe. Was that a bit of a hindrance as well? We don't know.
But they've been in Europe for fucking 2 months now, haven't they?
No, but I'm talking about like
Early on.
start of the season. I don't know. I expected a lot more from them. I'll say that.
Alright, Stevie, you played with both Hearts and Hibs, forwards Shankland and Boyle. Who's better? No, who's better, but what would they be like his teammates?
It's chalk and cheese in it. Like Shanks is quiet. Like he might be a bit louder now. Back then we were young boys, so he was quiet. Came on loan and stuff, and we were at St Mirren. We were in a good team. Like we weren't doing so great. Whereas Boyle, makes the loudest guy in the room, isn't he? That is asking chalk and cheese. Like Boyle is just no matter who it is, staff, physios, video analysis, they're getting it off him, slaughtered. The Shanks when he be like that. But they're both honestly great guys.
Was it like that? Was it like that, Dundee?
Offside goals of all time.
Aye.
By the way, that looked a mile offside, but then
wasn't that much, aye.
It was tight.
Was it like that, Dundee?
He was funny, mate. I liked him. I got
I really like Boyle. Loves his Jaeger bombs, doesn't he?
Loves it. A Jaeger.
Jaeger, aye, the worst times. Jaeger.
Fucking love a Jaeger. Fucking Jaeger bomb.
How's he not on the Scotland squad, by the way, Shanklin?
But you say Boyle.
Boyle.
Boyle should be in
Boyle.
it. Do you like Boyle should be in it?
I'd put him in it, aye.
I think
should be in it.
Oh, thanks.
Good debate for the best finisher of all
Aye,
time.
shocking.
Why? Who
Just say
who's
to
in it?
Clark then, if you phone Clark now, just say to him.
I don't know. He took over when I was at Aston Villa when Di Matteo got sacked. Steve Clark was the assistant manager. Then he took over. He was meant to take the team, but they signed Steve Bruce on the Friday, and Steve Clark took the training the full week for the game on the Saturday, and he didn't even get to do the game because Bruce had come in and they binned him.
Brucey Bindon.
Aye.
And did you think he was good in that week?
Aye, mate. He's a good coach.
Is he?
Aye. He was a good coach.
But what would you say to him
no,
about Shankland not being in the squad?
Obviously, I wouldn't say anything to him about it, but I can't get my head around it. Even, listen, if he's not going to start for Scotland, for me, if I look down that bench and you're getting beat 1-0 and you're looking for a goal, I'd look past every other striker in that squad and put Shankland on. So,
Right.
Best of his form, he's in good form this season,
I know, but what season was it when he scored all the, was it two? And even then he wasn't really flavour of the month with Steve Clark, so clearly just doesn't fancy him.
Stevie Clark just hates people that could get him a goal with it. He's just not interested if you can get him a goal, mate. He's absolutely not interested. Best memories at Edinburgh Derby for Stevie Mallan?
The 2-1 game, Darryl Hoggins scores 2, was amazing.
That was Tynecastle, wasn't it?
Aye, Tynecastle. But it was, all the wins were away. I think Hearts were the same. Like, all the wins is at Easter Road and vice versa, but that game was unreal. Just the atmosphere, everything, like, been involved in that. I've never been nervous for a game. Like, I don't get nervous for football games, I don't know why. But the one game I got nervous was my first Edinburgh Derby. We drew 0-0, but that was the first game I was nervous for. Like, walking at the pitch, everybody on you, getting slaughtered. Like, you go to take a corner, you've got a fan just screaming everything at you right next to you, and shite yourself. But I loved the games, but that's my favourite one.
What was your worst memories of that game, mate?
We get beat 2-1 at home, and it's the one. I scored that because I was buzzing that you have that buzz for like a few minutes. You scored in Edinburgh Derby, then Big Uchi scores, and then it's the one Aaron Hickey scores the wonder goal.
Yeah.
Just any loss in Edinburgh Derby, it's like somebody's died in the family. Do you know what I mean? It's like you feel it for the fans. You feel it. They sit there. Thankfully, I wasn't living in the city when I was there, but I can imagine walking about. It's just brutal. It's probably up there with Celtic and Rangers, but for Edinburgh, it's the worst feeling in the world, losing a derby.
What's your worst? Was it your best? You scored your 2?
I only lost one. It was the last one. 1-0. Kevin Nisbet scored. So quite lucky that obviously we had a decent record against them. But they were brilliant games. Home and away. So I've always said that Tynecastle is probably my favourite stadium to play in. But Easter Road, the atmosphere was brilliant in that as well. So they had great games.
What about us about talk about being?
I've no fucking mentioned him.
Talk about kids doing that to the...
We first near the Rangers fucking crowd.
You had him at the Rangers game? Is that not you? He played under Lennon as well.
What a hero.
I loved him.
What did you love about him, mate?
I think me as I like a gaffer now, but I like the fear factor. I think I play better with a fear factor. See if a gaffer's too nice and comfortable. I do like it, don't get me wrong, but with Lenny, it's like even every day in training, I was nervous because I had to be good. Like, you just knew, like, the usual, you see him walking away with the poles, you're like, you're just got to be running. Things like that. It comes to a Saturday and it's like, you would run through a brick wall for him. Like, you come up against Celtic Rangers, you're walking out going, we should be beating them today.
It's amazing.
In hindsight, you probably shouldn't be, but it just makes you feel that way as a person that I loved about him.
Do you remember his biggest rant?
For me, probably was Livy away. We get beat 2-1, and the boy Sean Byrne. It's
good player, Sean.
Brilliant, especially on Astro, mate. He's brilliant. So he's chopped me, Boyley, and Efe, and scores. And obviously after the game, Parks comes in, tries to hide everything in the changing room at Livy, but obviously you can't hide it, and like it's too small. So like he's screaming at me, calling me a shite bag for like turning my back, usual, and picks up the case of water, and just like as if he's got to throw at me. And I'm like, and then just turns and chucks it in the shower. And like after obviously when he walks out, everybody's like, I thought he was going to hit you with that.
Yeah,
I would shite myself. That's the worst I've seen him gone with me. But there's countless others because we weren't brilliant under him. But Aye, if there's stuff in the changing rooms, man, you need to get it away.
And
And
then
they feeling like that winter. I see when he used to walk out to training, by the way.
Lenny,
Oh, man.
the Waddle's out to him. He doesn't walk.
The Waddle. Lenny Waddle.
He is a waddler.
Mate,
His arse cheeks are definitely tied.
Were you like, because were you the same with Lenny though? Because you were a player. Where weren't you? You played with him.
Like
younger
see,
player,
when I was in
Bill?
the first team, mate, Lenny was brand new to me. He'd never shouted at me.
So see when he became the manager, was that a bit different for you?
I mean, as the first team manager, he was brand new to me. Put me right in the first team. He put me right in the first team when I came back.
How
Didn't
long
want me
were
to
you
leave.
there with him?
Came back for the end of Swindon and then the start of the next season.
So like
Pre-season, but he was brand new.
Fucking lambasted you in the office.
I know that
Came out
first
like a
day.
wee boy,
Wee
remember?
boy, yeah, that's right. But then after that,
shaking.
Twice you've said that word.
What?
Did you just fucking find it?
Lambasted. That's what I did. That's right. No, there's no feel like that when he waddled it.
were you there with Kamberi?
I was, aye.
How was it?
It's not as bad as what, unless something happened away for us, it's not as bad as what, I'm still baffled at actually what happened. Like, I actually remember it, like we got beat off Motherwell 3-0, which fair enough, Monday morning straight in, we're watching the full game. You're like, fuck's sake. So, go through the first half, everybody was getting it. Like, I was getting it for playing midfield, losing runners, Big Marv was getting it, everybody was getting it, and Flo does something, Lenny pauses it, shouts something, and then I remember Flo jumping up like, why is it always me? Like, why am I? And like, we're all getting it here. Like, it's not just. But I think Flo was kind of like that type of person anyway. They do go back and forth for a wee bit. Same as it, no as bad as what it would be back in the day anyway. Lenny storms out, and then you don't hear anything else. And then next day later, he's been sacked. We're like, what's actually happening? What, like, that's like 50% of what would have happened like back in the day when like managers and players are at it. Like they were in the, like Flo was like back of the room, Lenny was at the front. Like there's no as if they were head to head or go verbal and like that. Like, I still don't understand it.
Have you ever asked her?
Have you ever seen MD ever go back at Lenny? I've never ever seen it in my time at Celtic, ever.
No, I don't think so.
No.
People are genuinely scared of him,
You
weren't they?
never seen
But
it.
see, when Stevie was saying that about the fear factor with managers, I'm the same. I
Like it,
prefer it
so
when a manager's got a fear factor about him. Like, see if you've got players answering back to a manager, I think it's just like instant
Yeah.
disrespect, and like you as a player, if it's no you answer back, you kind of lose respect from that. He's no, that you kind of taking that off a player. Do you know what I mean? I think you
100%,
need that. So no, I agree.
I've never asked you this. What's the biggest bollocking you've ever had off a manager?
To be fair, mate, I'm never really.
Manager of Diamond Dogs, wasn't it?
I was quite lucky actually. I didn't get many rollickings, but one that sticks with me, it's no really a rollicking. We're away to Man City with Leeds, mate. I think we were 5-0 down at half time. Neil Warnock took me off. Just looked at me and went, doing you a favour. So I said, I always fucking stuck with me.
And you want to get the fucking Rangers,
Did you
Joe?
set him back to? No. Did you set him back?
I think I just,
Can't believe it.
I think I just sniggered. 5-0 down at
So
half
you've
time.
never had a manager go off his tits at you?
Not really, mate. No, I don't think so.
Oh. Yeah.
Surely Dingus gave you a bit.
No, well, what? He loved me, didn't he?
Ah, you're his boy, weren't you?
Yeah.
Aye, the one Gary Bowen one that I've told about before.
What about Fergie at Blackpool? Never.
No, Fergie, no.
Because he's wearing tight.
Aye, but no, I don't know. Fergie was one of the ones that like if it was more if you were lazy or something. Do you know what I mean? I was never lazy, but I got it off Gerrard once, but it wasn't bad. I got one off of Matt Warburton, it was quite bad actually.
What was that for?
I think we drew a game or something or whatever, and I was like kind of berating boys or one or two or whatever after the game, and he basically told me to shut up because it was his turn to speak now. But I was still fuming, so I took my boots off and I just started smacking my boots to get the like mud off the boots while he was talking. And he went, Andy, fucking put the boots down. And I've just obviously just clamped it and sat there and like he kind of had a go about like me having a go at everybody. Well, like he was like, you never played well either, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of one.
Didn't he think he had that in him?
No, he definitely did. Not a lot, to be fair.
Forest and he was so quiet.
He didn't have it a lot. It was more just like if somebody really needed it, and obviously at that point I did.
Fucking Worbs, eh?
If you, I could imagine you get.
Oh, fucking constantly. That's all I did was get shouted at me. Honestly,
So there's no way you're sitting there like.
I always felt like I was the one person that manager, so I would just fucking shout at him.
Are you
And
answering
you're
back?
always, he's always answering back. There's no way he's
Probably,
taking that.
Efe Ambrose played as well. Is he a hero, mate?
He is a hero. Mate, just the best dribbler I've ever seen. As in small sideys, known a Saturday. Small sideys, didn't passes, dribbles with it. Him and Marv, just every day to tech ball, every day. Well, one, Efe didn't have he was late every day, didn't pay a fine. That was one of them. Just laughed, didn't
What
care.
was his motor?
I think he might have still had the Mercedes. I think he's changed now, but I think he had the Mercedes then. Because I think he was still talking about Celtic and that when he was at Hibs. But he was tight with Marv and just played techball together. It was just table tennis.
He's still playing, isn't he? Is he not playing for
That's it. When
He
it's
turned up late for a game, didn't he? Came on 5 minutes into the game and then got sent off after 20 minutes.
Did he?
He said some man.
Was that the table?
The one at the
tennis
Cubs.
table, right? Or?
Him and Marv would play that, and then they would play table tennis every day, straight in for training before lunch. It'd be like Marv, let's go, and Marv's like,
Can you see, like, I always think this about Efe Ambrose, can you see why he played for Celtic? Or do you think it's quite amazing that he did? Because he played big games for Celtic, didn't he?
Lennon loved him at one point.
But am I right to say he was honking since Celtic everywhere he went?
He had a bomb scare in him, I think, all the
He
time.
was lightning quick though, wasn't he? He was lightning quick,
he
like
was
you say.
Was
he
he?
could
Yeah.
dribble.
I used to ask how he's like, how do you pass the ball straight? He had that curly to a death, didn't he, man? It was like, he'd be like,
36.
he'd be like, I could pass it side foot, but see, as soon as he puts his foot through the ball, it would just go anywhere. I'm sure if he Hibs, he ran through a full team, got to the edge of the box and just toe bash it out of the bar. Like, that sums him up. But I can see why he played for Celtic at times, but then it's sometimes you're like, how? But he's a legend, that guy, man.
How was the Heckingbottom? Because even he was, I thought he didn't really have a lot about him, but see, since then he's done really well, hasn't he, as a manager?
Obviously, well, I had Heckingbottom at Barnsley as well.
Right.
So I was at Barnsley before I joined for Hibs. I was at Barnsley, so I had Heckingbottom at Barnsley. He took me from St Mirren to Barnsley. I thought tactically in that he was brilliant. One thing I've kind of looked back at both scenarios is there's a big difference between English football and Scottish in terms of all the games you play. I feel like when Hecky took over Lennon's team towards the end of the season, we had Lennon's fit team fitness wise, and he brought his tactics, and then we went like unbeaten till the end of the season, like 12 games unbeaten or something. The next season, because you lose those, you don't play Saturday, Tuesday. I feel like the team needed more fitness, so we lost a lot of goals, like the 70th minute, 80th minute, because we were knackered. I feel like if we were fitter, we'd have done so much better under him the second season. But I think, tactically he's very good, and you can see why he's at that level. But it just didn't work at Hibs.
By the way, Sheffield United is strange. Chris Wilder gets the fucking job every 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Did he get sacked in the summer?
Aye.
Is he
Job
back?
again?
He's back again.
How many times has that happened?
That's his
Why did he
third time back.
Aye.
Why?
It feels like more though, doesn't it? It feels like it's
Feels like fucking constant, mate. It's so strange. And Jack Ross as well. He's another one. He's just not been seen since Dundee United. Jack Ross, is
Aye,
it?
won him, mate.
He's getting the best job ever, aye.
Yeah,
Aye.
so aye.
Aye. Just get another
know what he's doing
upgrade, didn't he? So.
Did he? Who did he take now? Under 13s?
Aye, no,
Under 11s, he's up to
it was like he was like 20s that, but now it's like
He's like, no, I don't know if he is director of football. It's kind of something like that,
Aye,
something
it's like
very
technical
high up,
director,
but
it's
he's
like
never
some
going to
good
leave
role,
it.
so
Aye,
name
some
one,
role.
he's not better
His
man.
family
Would you
still.
job at that? Would you see being a manager that got a job at it? Would you like that?
Depends how much it is,
The
isn't it?
door, mate, innit?
Is it?
Cash, don't.
Stress free, you don't get shouted at every week.
That's true. But fuck, couldn't do that.
No pressure.
You need to be
mate.
clever though, I'll tell you that for
Aye.
me.
How come?
Oh mate, because it's like he'll still be dealing with like business side of it, and
sure he was doing the
financial
loans
side and that
first.
as well. If he's
Is that
technical
similar
director.
to what Big Marcy does at Hibs? That kind of role?
I don't know what Marsh Defo does. I'm sure that Jack was doing the loan players or something at first, and then get moved up, and then it was like a massive jump he got up. But can I turn that, especially at a Premier League club?
Was he good, Jack Ross?
Amazing, loved him.
Really?
I'd say I'd have him second for Lenny. I had him at like same as Hecky. I've had them both. I've had it with St Mirren and then Hibs. Great guy. Even like going through a back, like I played every week at St Mirren, so he was brilliant with me. I was meant to get a move in the Jan, and then it fell through and stuff. And he was brilliant with me at that point. Took me to the team and stuff, and gave me like a few days off. So like that side of the game, he's man
management.
Then same at Hibs, went through a spell not really playing. All the stuff with Turkey came up, and I had quite a lot of chats with him, and he was kind of giving me his side of things and what would be best for me, and I thought he was amazing. Aye.
Who was your best manager tactically, if you asked you?
Tactically.
You have one there. There wasn't many going about the days, were there?
Not
The
necessarily.
German guy.
Oh no, he was just fucking head case, mate. Felix Magath.
Aye, Felix Magath.
How was he a head case?
Just everything that he made his day, mate. It just fucking, mate. He took us to a local park, and we're running up hills with 2 10 kg medicine balls under our arms and all that. I swear, we get beaten the Saturday, right, with the game on the Tuesday. We were in the Sunday. So we started the warm-up at the training ground. This is how fucking mental he was. Started the warm-up just with a fitness coach. Usually you would just jog maybe a little lap of the training ground. But he wasn't allowed to stop that jog until Felix Magath whistled. and he just never whistled, mate. So we were running for an hour and 40 minutes or something like that.
What, warming up for an hour and 40 minutes?
Aye, right, that was a Sunday, and then you had to eat lunch with all your teammates.
Still running?
So we got to lunch, and Scott Parker says, right, see you tomorrow, boss, or something like that. And he went, tomorrow? 5:30, we were in at 5:30 for 11v11 on a Sunday night.
A Sunday night?
Ah, that's depressing.
Honestly, mate, he was... Oh,
Is he a fitness fanatic, or Scott? Huh?
Aye.
Was he?
Aye. When I went there for Leeds, I actually thought I was in half decent shape. But as soon as I went there, mate, I dropped 10 kilos in about...
On the Manjaro then?
No.
Be like injecting you?
10 kilos in about fucking 5 weeks or whatever. I'd lost that much weight that I actually had to go to him and say, look, I'm fucking hopeless here. I need to put some weight back on. There was 16-year-old kids coming to training, pushing me and all that, honestly.
Yeah, you know what?
But nah, he was no tactics at all. He was fear factor, that's what he was.
Right.
Everybody was shit.
Couldn't be scared of that wee guy, were you? Wee baldy specky guy?
Penfold? No, I'm telling you, mate, he
You were
was...
scared of him? Fucking toughen up, for fuck's sake.
Mate, it seems like Scotland, though, it seems like every player that goes away, every other country are a lot fitter than us. See, like when I was speaking to Lennon Miller, he said that like the biggest thing he's taking is like, can't believe the levels, like you train in the morning, their gym sessions, it's a lot like harder than it is.
I've said this years ago on this show. I don't get why Scottish players don't do it, or clubs.
I know. Strange, innit?
It's like, I don't think you need loads of staff, or it's not like the facilities or resources to do it.
But do
Fucking
what, like double sessions?
double
Aye, a lot
sessions
more
in the
sessions
gym
with,
there.
like, abroad or Germany, I think Germany, Italy. That's what Lennon Miller was saying. Just interesting.
Derek's is the same, but Lewis, didn't it?
Aye.
They train like fuck.
See the difference in his, like, their physical sort of condition.
Mate, I couldn't believe how, see, after being with the captain and coming to Scotland, how like little we trained. You're training like when you were done, mate.
A lot of
and
that's
the warm up
coming to
lasted for
sports
about 45 minutes. It was feel like my gas boy took the fucking warm up.
Aye.
We warmed up for about 45 minutes, done 20 minutes of football, and you were up the road, mate.
I think sports scientists have got a lot to say in that, don't they, though? Because they always talk about your load for the week and how many K you've done and stuff. And
Who's came up with that?
I know that's what I
came
said.
up with
I don't agree with it. I'm just saying it. I think a lot of it's came for that, and the new modern managers go down that line too much, I think.
Alright, two ex-teammates as well moved to America, Porteous and Gauld, both Scotland internationals. Good players, good guys.
Aye, both great guys. Gauld was quiet and stuff like that. I don't think Scottish football was his football. He came to Hibs, didn't play day too great, but goes to America and he's unbelievable. Just probably the fast pace and the Scottish football and the aggressiveness probably don't think it is for him. He's went obviously America and was flying, but Porto was definitely he's a brilliant guy. He was like a young boy at Hibs coming through, and his confidence and stuff as he first came in, he was like, he obviously had good pros next to him like Paul Hanlon, Dylan McGregor, Davy Gray, but Porto was like one of the ones that was like ball playing, and I think that's why he's got into the Scotland squads, because I feel like he is very underrated on the ball. Like that, he loves that like kind of reverse pass into midfield or into the striker's feet and stuff like that. I think he's quality at that. But both great guys.
I think Porteous could have went to Celtic and Rangers when he was at Hibs. It'd be good enough to
I feel like if they took the chance, they could have coached him into being their player. It didn't help all the stuff when he was at Rangers, like the tackles and all the fighting and all that.
What was he done with Gerrard again? What was it? I don't know, like happy or something like that.
Aye. That's the type of guy he is, though. He's like that off the park and on the park. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that brazen and like try to be like he's funny and stuff like that. But like, for me, as knowing him and the player he is, I wish somebody would have took the chance. I feel like he would be playing. But the other one, he obviously got a good move down south and then done well.
Love to vlog they two.
Who, Porteous and Gauld?
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
If you could only vlog one, who would it be?
I'd probably go Porteous.
More a personality.
No, Gauld got a great personality, but it's more Porteous. I got on with him at the Hydro really well.
He was good at the high.
His mates, and I was up on his mates'
He
shoulders.
smashed Faddy, didn't he?
He's in LA.
Did he
Is
do
it?
that?
Faddy, you were
He is,
cheering
man.
her.
Is it LA, is that?
LAFC. He's playing with
How
Son
was
and
he?
Lloris, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You ever get a chance to go to America, Roscoe?
I did actually, yeah. Vancouver.
That's a Gauld, is it?
Whitecaps?
Aye.
How'd you not go?
It just fell through, mate. Fell through. I'd been the first half of the season I was at on loan Melbourne City. Then I get called back for no idea why I get called back, but I had to come back. Then the start of that next season I was apparently going to go to the Whitecaps, but it's never happened, mate.
Vancouver Whitehead's trying to get you done.
Because I like it a lot. But I would love to go out there and see how big Porteous is getting, and obviously from what I used to love there, LA.
You could
Santa Monica Pier, so it'd be good to see it.
If you were to give Ryan Porteous one bit of advice about living in LA, what would you say?
explore it.
How does he do that?
How could you explore it with no motor?
I I used to get the birds, well, no birds, it's called scooters, that's what they're called earlier, so we go to them everywhere, but it's just the most magical place. So
You do a bit over there?
No, I didn't, because everybody kept saying earlier they love the Scottish accent, they love it just drives them mad, but
So if it was
for
coming out.
whatever reason,
That's standard really.
no, I went on a few, I went on a couple of dates.
So Americans?
Aye.
How was the language barrier?
Chinese woman that took it to Santa Monica Pier, went up the big wheel. Oh God, as you'll get.
Is that what you call it, the big wheel?
But no, what a magical place, but to go out there and see how he's getting on. Son's are there as well, aren't they? Son, Thomas Muller there, so it'd be a great time to go out there, MLS. And,
Where'd you take Ian on holiday? What's Ian saying?
Blackpool.
Is it?
Blackpool, aye.
Every time?
Yeah, every time,
You get a
aye.
flight to Blackpool, yeah? It's Blackpool.
But that'd be amazing, side, wouldn't it? What a log that would be, mate.
Alright, Turkey. So you're at left, Hibs got a Turkish side. Again, I'm always intrigued how these moves come. It's just an agent phone joined and goes.
No, even worse. But funny enough, I was on the Friday. I was meant to go to Salford. Like I was talking to the gaffer about potentially going to Salford on loan. That fell through. They ended up signing 2 boys on the last day of the window. Check my Instagram DMs.
No way.
I had the same message for 2 guys. The same thing. Blah blah blah. Moved to Turkey. I'm like, sent it to my agent, and I was like, "What do you think?" I said, "Oh, this shit of it." And then he's like, "Do I just send him my number?" Mate, a week later, I was in Turkey. Be my Insta DMs. So check your DMs because you might get a move. I was on loan. I went on loan. Spoke to Jack Ross. It was at the time. I was
Who's it for the club that's DMing you?
Turkish agent. So to get into Turkey, you have to deal with one of their agents.
Right.
They've all like, every club have got a representative, or it's the same guy represents like maybe 3 or 4 clubs because they obviously get money in that as well. So he messaged me, and then I all came for that. Aye.
What league were they at the time?
Super League.
Super League.
Aye.
Fucking crazy. That's how it goes about.
That's
mental.
That's something.
Don't get me wrong, see the amount of messages I've had in the past, like Saudi and all this stuff. You never answer. I don't know why. I just thought an inclination. I think maybe just because that Salford move fell through. I wasn't really playing at the time. I was in and out of the team. We just signed like Jackson Irvine and boys like that as well, who were doing really well at Hibs. I was like, maybe not going to play, and I was like, I'll just chance it and reply, and I ended up in Turkey.
How was it over there? Lifestyle? I know, obviously, you spoke about not getting paid and whatnot, but how was it?
Lifestyle wasn't great. I can be in my own company. Like I've lived
everywhere.
Aye, but no, it was, the city that I was in wasn't great. It's not like Istanbul, it's more like vibrant. The city, this one was just like very quiet, and there's not much to do. There was like one Starbucks and things like that. So I would spend my days in Starbucks. But it's just the football that made me go back as a permanent. Was you're playing against Galatasaray, Besiktas, mate. I was on the bench at Alloa away in the League Cup. Do you know what I mean? And then on the bench, didn't even get on against Motherwell.
On the bench,
You've got some of the big players you played against, mate.
Marek Hamšík. Arda Turan was at Galatasaray at the time before he retired. Obertan. Obertan was there. There was
he had some size in that Obertan.
He was a unit. There was loads, but an opportunity I felt I couldn't turn down, and I'm glad I didn't. Well, there's different ways.
Where's the worst place you've had to stay? You've stayed as a football player, as in like lived for a bit. What was the worst?
But
Was it terrible?
Oh, Baku was unbelievable. Baku was amazing, aye. But where the team was, so you should train and live in Baku, but if you played at home on the Saturday, you travelled in the Thursday night, so you would train Friday, game Saturday, and that Gabala wasn't great.
I bet you found a Rangers supporters club.
I did, in Baku, aye.
Did you?
Aye.
And is that how you think about it?
I'd went for the first couple of games of the season, but I ended up getting a dodgy box, so I just ended up watching it in the house after that. But that was the only way I could watch the games back home, and was that bar. But then once I got the dodgy box, it was in the house.
Where's the worst place you stayed? I lived in
Milton
Yeovil
Keynes
for
was
2
poor,
years.
Empty Milton Keynes, mate.
But I see, to be fair, everywhere I stayed in England was terrible. Bradford, Blackpool, Middlesbrough was alright to be fair, but
Yarm, innit? Yarm, is that Middlesbrough?
Yarm, lovely.
I went to Yeovil, mate, and then it was put you up in a hotel, mate, and no word I like. It was a room above a pub. It was a fucking racket, mate, till 3 a.m, honestly. Just a single room in a pub. It was fucking so bizarre, mate, honestly. I thought, have you ever been to Yeovil?
I've never been there, no.
What a fucking hole that is,
I've
mate.
played there, but no.
Oh, the stadium, I mean, so depressed. I great one night in my room, mate. Honestly, I just had my first kid. I was
Mate,
fucking,
you love it,
I love greeting, mate, honestly. I was like, what the fuck is this, Yeovil, man? Terrible. What about you, Oscar? What's the place you've lived?
I've been quite lucky, actually, to be fair. Most of the places that been, clubs I've played at, is all nice cities.
Where did you go abroad? Australia, where else?
Australia, no, I went to Australia twice.
And that was on it.
First year was Melbourne, second year was Sydney.
How was Australian lifestyle, Joe?
Oh, mate, I said it before.
Everyone thought you were toadfish, didn't they? Was it never?
Home and away? Is it home and away? You fucking threw
Is it amazing, mate, or not?
different class, mate, yeah. Different class.
Beach every day, mate.
Probably the second stint when I was over in Sydney was more beach kind of lifestyle, but Melbourne is just like a city. But at that point, if you like sports, all the sports were on.
So he didn't just play sports.
No, like
What is sports?
So much cricket.
it's different sport, but is it the
Melbourne's
the
brilliant, other
sports?
sports.
Aye. That was on
Aussie rules?
Aussie rules. That was just starting as well, mate.
Is that the horniest you've been in Australia?
Probably, mate. See, to be honest, you talk about Tinder with him. In Melbourne, Tinder is like fucking WhatsApp here. Everybody's got Tinder in Melbourne.
Did you get a wee bit?
Huh?
Did you get a wee bit?
What was your pictures? Yours
Your football ones.
Aye,
Have you ever seen his
definitely.
pictures now, mate?
No.
They're from about 12 years ago. He's Tinder picture.
Have you seen them?
He showed us one night.
I've not got Tinder.
So see at Turkey, when did you first know that it was a shambles? How early on?
Don't get me wrong, I when I went on loan, I understood it because the players would say it. But the fact that I maybe I was doing quite well at the time when I went on my loan, by the end of it I did get my money. But when I went perm, we got my first month's wages and then obviously never get anything after that. It didn't help that the team wasn't winning.
So is that what it's based on, whether you get paid or not? So all about if the team wins?
Massively. See if you're flying or individuals are flying as well, like you're going to get your money. Like the couple of the Brazilian boys that we had and stuff, because they were doing quite well, we were getting our money. Scuddies like me and that weren't getting it, and we're just like, we're asking every day what's happening, and they're like, oh, we don't know. And the president is in Istanbul, all the owners are in Istanbul, so you can't talk to them really. They'll fly maybe once a month to Malatya where we were, but you don't see them, so the manager's sitting asking that as well. No one's got a clue. You get your bonuses and stuff obviously, but then it got to the point that we weren't winning, we weren't getting win bonuses or draw bonuses. No.
Is it not?
Kinda. If it was cash in hand, like in terms of bonuses, but it obviously varied and things like that. But
why do people stay, Matia? Why do you not just leave?
But is it no like if they don't pay you after like a certain amount of time?
So you get 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months consecutive payments you can lodge into FIFA. But then as soon as you lodge that into FIFA, I've seen boys in the team, they just get shun out, they get told never to come back, and then you can deal it with FIFA. As soon as you do that, you're not getting paid. So would you rather do that, you get shun out, not get paid, or stay and try and get your bonuses and still live the lifestyle, do you know what I mean? And you know you're going to get that at some point. Well, I've no right, but at some point you're going to get it. You're hoping though. So it's hard to, and plus you're enjoying the football as well, but then when you start losing every week, it's like, right, and just you try and find your way out, and that's what I did.
I wouldn't give a fuck, mate. If I'm in Turkey and I'm not getting paid, I'm getting home.
I know.
If you didn't get paid once, mate, you're done, innit?
Done.
100%. Right, before we crack on, a quick shout out to Be Inspired. Look at Paul Slane there. Built by footballers, worn by you. Proper streetwear like sharp and feels class. From fresh tees and cargos to overshirts and jackets, trust me, you're going to want the full wardrobe. Did you wear that on your Tinder date?
Aye.
You got nothing?
Aye, but it was not to do with t-shirts. She loved the t-shirt.
Did she say that?
She loved the t-shirt.
But didn't take it off. Whatever you did, didn't take it off.
I apologise to Be Inspired. I had put a bit of beef on, which isn't great.
What's that due to?
I don't know, just a bit lonely.
The weather, mate, as well.
A bit lonely, but it's a lovely look, that, innit? With the jeans. No. Lovely look. I love that with the black and the sort of turkey, the colour.
Do you know any other 33-year-old that shows his belt buckle? He does that. He stands like that in bars, mate. No joke.
But it's a lovely wee tee, innit, mate? Lovely wee t-shirt.
You're looking cracking, mate.
You look well, mate.
Thanks, Andy boy.
And listen to this, lads, because you're part of the local team, we've got you sorted. Sorry, use the code GOAL at checkout for 10% off your first order. That's GOAL at beinspired.clothing.com. Go get stuck in. Right, Celtic v Motherwell. Andy, you were there at the game. Did Motherwell deserve to win the game or at least get some of it?
I wouldn't say win the game, but I think definitely done enough to take something out of it.
And I want to ask you this because I backed us on the Coop and Show to win. Did you go into that belief that you could win the game?
That was the gaffer's message for a week.
Love this guy.
Went man for man for goal kicks, tried to press man for man out of possession as well, starting a 4-4-2 kind of mid block and then shuffle into man for man. I thought it worked first half especially. Celtic have a big chances at Callum McGregor in the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes.
That's what I was so impressed with, Andy, though, that he's played out and gave it away there. First 5 minutes, McGregor should score, great save, but they still keep doing it. I've seen it a few years ago, I've seen a team trying it and they abandoned it because he gave it away. Sorry, Andy.
But you correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Celtic even looked like scoring after that in the first half. I thought we were really good. Thought we looked dangerous in the counter-attack, thought we played through the thirds well. And then obviously you come for the kind of goals, the penalties, just one of the ones. I think it is a penalty, but it kind of comes for nothing and Celtic get the goal. But then we come back and I thought for then on up to kind of, we scored to make it 2-1, I think we're the better team. And then it's like we say it all the time, there's never any information that if we go 2-1 then we then sit in, but it just naturally happens when you play against.
Was he raging about it?
He wasn't raging about it, he mentioned it. And I think because we kind of couldn't get out that phase, he then changed to a 5 at the back because that's kind of where we were. But then Celtic, to be fair, I think that's just one thing Celtic been good at for such a long period of time, for years, to be honest. Even when they're not playing well, they just find a way to win games, don't they? And you always know that they're going to get a chance at the end of the game. You've got to say it. I think from a Celtic's point of view, it's a really well worked goal there.
That's like Celtic have all done it, that sort of 8 run into the space. I know it was a winger that made it, but that pass that and then right across the goal.
But I think it's obviously a signal for us. I think we've done more than enough to.
They're really struggling.
You were there as a Celtic fan, you text saying Motherwell were popping it.
Aye, Motherwell were outstanding. Celtic couldn't get, see this is the start of the second half, Celtic didn't know what to do when you were playing it. And it happened twice before it, and the second time they did it playing it, it leads to the penalty. And actually I asked you, didn't I, when I seen you yesterday, that they kept finding that spare player and they'd play out, say, instead of having to go back to the keeper and the keeper would fire it into that midfielder, but I couldn't work out how Celtic couldn't go into, there was somebody spare. I couldn't work out when I was watching it. It was amazing.
So good at creating overload in the middle of the pitch.
It was amazing, and that's where I kind of, before the show, me and you kind of butted heads, that I know that...
when was that?
Just right before we started, where you're saying the goal.
Oh, me?
Aye, but you're saying obviously that it's a big mistake for the keeper, and it is, but at the same time, the keeper was outstanding all day, playing through the pass. He just makes the wrong decision at that time. But from a Motherwell point of view, it was brilliant. For Celtic, I can't work it out, mate. They're so...
So can I ask you this, Larry? Were Motherwell better in possession than Celtic were in possession?
Aye, they were.
And what do you put that down to?
Well, my big thing with the Davis side, just taking tactics away for a second. I think that the basics of the game, well, the running, there's a lack of tackling. It's so flat.
Such a lack of tackling. But
so lack of tackling. You've seen it earlier with the goal with Sriracha stopping that cross. I seen it on Thursday night. There is, and I can't just work out why it's so flat like this. Even through the atmosphere, through the crowd, it's no good football you're watching at all. I still don't think Rodgers knows his best team. I don't think he knows he can't work out who's the best front three. The midfield, can't work out what's the best midfield now. I think players need to come out. See Schmeichel, but he is driving me nuts. See the other night on Thursday, Celtic started amazing. V Braga, first 10-15 minutes, really good. He gives the ball away 4 times and he blames other people. I would honestly, here you go, I would take him out. I'd take Schmeichel out.
The other boy's done alright when he's played,
I would take him out. I would take.
He plays 3-4 like straight ones against Braga to get cut out, doesn't he?
And he blames everybody else. He's out shouting at everybody as if it's not my fault, it's the player's fault. There'd be a certain few players that would come out. I think Callum McGregor needs to come out. I thought he was off it yesterday. I was going to say Maida to come out, but I think when he went out to the left, he looked better. And then he goes up front, obviously scores a goal, great run for that.
But can I ask you this? Brendan always continually talks about like players that he's got or players that he wants to bring in. How can the Motherwell coach Motherwell keep the ball and play better than Celtic players? And Celtic as a team? How?
I think Celtic played some good stuff, to be fair. I think there is certain times where they're a bit maybe too passive. I always say Celtic at their best, it's like quick attacking, intense football. Do you know what I mean? But I feel as if this far this season no clicked into gear in terms of it's been quite passive, it's been quite slow. I actually think the best they've played this season was Hibs last week when they don't win. But I actually thought that game, I thought they were good. I thought they created loads of chances.
But Andy, I'm talking about, see when I see you playing it, you have got movements and rotations and that comes for your manager coaching you on a training pitch because I've seen it. The Celtic look like they did that to you because they did it to me.
Aye, I think they do.
What is their movements and rotations when they're playing it?
Well, I think they always will. 9 times out of 10 teams are not actually pressing Celtic for them to
But
find
you did, so
solutions.
what was it?
But in the final third, they always try and find that 8 space that they find for the winner. So I thought we had a plan. We're going to say what it was. We had a plan to try and stop that, and I thought we stopped it really well throughout the game. But it's probably just fatigue and just obviously just our split second lack of concentration within the last part of the game. But again, when we pressed Celtic, I thought there was so many times that they could just beat a press and they never. They actually just played into our press and allowed us to kind of press in straight lines. But I think it's more off the ball, mate. I think Celtic pressed us from minute one. You were there, but it wasn't like to press to make contact and win the ball back. It was just kind of being in an area. And we were brilliant at finding the spare player. So we just kept finding the spare player to attack. Now Celtic then go man for man in the second half. And I know exactly the one you're talking about, where Iheanacho, somebody else presses in Celtic's back left position. And again, I'll not say exactly what it is, but you've seen what we try and do for that point with our front three. And Celtic just aren't brave enough to step into it with a man for man, and we pray out. But see, when you see the second goal, like Celtic are man for man all of the pitch for the goal kick, and then that's obviously the
your manager instruction to your goalie there was it you should go in because you're 3v3 to top end.
I've seen loads of people kind of criticising this. Our gaffer says for day dot, if teams are man we go long. Like we try and find we don't go long to just smash up the pitch, but we try and hit an area where we then can play again. So it wasn't actually for us playing out, it was just kind of we made the wrong decision at that point in time. But honestly, mate, I could show you 8 clips of us. See the goal we conceded for the goal kick. I can show you 8 clips of us at getting in Celtic's final third for playing like that.
So again, this is what I'm saying though. How can Motherwell do that against a man-for-man press, and every time Rangers press Celtic man-for-man, Celtic can't get out it?
What do you think it is?
Well, coaching. 100%. I've seen them doing it. They work on it. If they press you this way, this is what we're doing. But I look at Celtic and go, they're getting coached. Because I see them struggle against the high press all the time.
Yeah, you know what I think of certain players. I think Celtic have obviously got some very, very good players. I think Hatate, I've said for ages, I think he's the best player in the league. Cal McGregor's been arguably the best player in Scotland for 5, 6, 7 years, but they're just not at the level they're now at all.
Like, how bad was the Braga game?
As I said, the first, I know it's only 10 minutes, it started really well, but then after that, after Braga scored the goal, I just turned around to say to my mate, it looks like they've got more players than Celtic. They played the 3-4-3, and I don't really like 3 at the back, but watching them do it, they played it brilliant. But Celtic were so far off. Couldn't get near anybody, they were chasing shadows. Brendan Rodgers actually changed at half time, first time for a long time I've seen him changing. He goes to a 3-4-3, Maid ends up playing at right wing back. He's everywhere now. But they changed, so that's how bad it actually was. They end up changing to a 3-4-3. The second half in more control, but didn't create a lot. And if you look at Celtic now, since the start of the season, what player would you say is past the start of the season? Negrin. I think he done really well when he came on yesterday. Forrest done really well when he came on yesterday. But I think it's only probably Negrin, Taneke, Iheanacho, but the rest are so far off.
What have you made of them at Celtic?
I never watched the game the weekend, but I watched the Braga game, and I felt like, see when it went to the 3-4-3, do you think Celtic's worked on a 3-4-3 before? I don't like. They've always been 4-2-3-1. Like
that's what I'm saying. There's no way
it was off the cuff.
Of course it is. That's
as soon as I seen that,
I can't believe you could. It's off the cuff.
When I watched it, I was like, where is everybody playing? Like I was trying to work out. I was like, surely they're not a back three, because I was like, Celtic's always been 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Like they said, 8's running in behind, wingers coming inside. As soon as I went to the back three, I was like, they're struggling. Like they don't know what they're doing, and I think that just kind of sums up at the moment.
That first half, Braga, like that sort of last 25 minutes of the first half, they were like couldn't get near them. So I think he maybe no panic, but he thought I need to change something.
Almost match them up.
Aye, and I think that's what he done. And it did. Well, suppose you could say kind of what because the goal should stand with Iheanacho, but again, it didn't really. I don't think they created.
See, kind of what I've said about Raskin at Rangers. I think Negrin's similar at Celtic in terms of he just pops up everywhere. Do you know what I mean? He'll pop up and create a chance for the left hand side where he'll slip a pass, then he'll be in the box for it. He could have scored a hat-trick just by arriving into the box and landing on things and being in areas. Whereas, like,
but is that good, Andy, where your eight's just running about anyway?
Well, Hatate, McGregor, Engels, say them for example. How many goals or assists have they got between them as a three? Whereas Negrin, I think, looks so dangerous all the time. Goes again at the weekend, could have scored a hat-trick, as I said. He scored 4 goals in the league. So I think he looks as if he's got some. I think he looks as if he's always got an end product. Now I've said since his debut how sharp he looks. I think the boy Taneke, I think he needs to add more end product to his game because he's electric, he's so sharp and go outside, inside. But again, there was so many flashes of him at the weekend without an end product.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think that's something that for him to kind of go for that next level as a Celtic player, I think he kind of has.
Rodgers even said after the game though, he doesn't know how to fill that gap on the right hand side, out there, like in front three. Do you think you could see Celtic going maybe when Alistair Johnson comes back, going to a free at the back? Just I guess, isn't it?
But again, like if you are doing that, then like what does that say for you? Because there's no way you've recruited to play three at the back. Like, surely a successful club works into your recruitment is based on a style. And
something does need to change, as in like it's been really, really flat this season in most games.
But I don't think a three at the back is just going to make them spark into life, do you?
No, it's just it's something. The balance of the team. I just can't work out what they need to change.
Still confident in the league?
I think they will win the league, and I think Rangers will be kicking themselves because it's the poorest I've seen Celtic in a long time, and that
who at Rangers will be kicking themselves?
Whoever their manager appointment.
He'll be start by kicking himself.
Who?
The new manager will start by kicking himself.
I mean, the board when they're appointed, they'll be.
What do you think of Celtic at Hearts Tynecastle in a couple of weeks? At this moment in time, I generally do fancy Hearts in that one-off game.
I know what you're saying, because I said that last week. I was quite disappointed with Hearts though at the weekend that they played, but I don't really fancy Celtic strongly now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hearts will go man for man. Hearts will
Dale loves man for man, doesn't he? Right, lads, now for a shout out to our betting partners. SBQ have a special Scotland offer as we go to the huge World Cup qualifier.
Oh. This week, SBQ are offering a 30% bet builder boost on Scotland versus Greece. How good's that, by the way? 30%?
Wow, what a company. What a company. Just head over to the promotions page and opt in before placing your builder poll. T&Cs apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly. Aberdeen. Season's finally up and running. You said they were good last week. Battered Dundee this week. Is this a turning point for Jimmy Teelan?
Didn't he, Andy?
But I said that against us, mate. I thought against us he was very good. He does. He's a proper live wire, isn't he? Some of his touches in like tight areas as well. Balls are getting wrapped to him at his shins.
Yeah.
But they got. I didn't see the game, but they got a standing ovation against Shakhtar the midweek. They get beat, but they get a standing ovation after that. And then took it obviously on.
See, with the players that they've got, could they be a challenger for four? I know it's hard to believe at the start of the season they've had, but with the players that they've got,
could
they still challenge for four?
I think it could challenge for top six.
Not many teams have, am I right in saying they had more possession than you, which is probably one of the few teams that have done it this year.
I think they'll definitely still be challenged for top six. I think Hibs have got a better squad than Aberdeen, personally. I think Aberdeen have got some very good players, but if you match the two squads, I'd take Hibs season.
Any other good signings, any other standouts for Aberdeen?
I love that. I just love Armstrong. I know he's... even when they get the goal,
he's running off the ball.
It's amazing. We covered it brilliant. And he wins the goal they score. It's a bit of a comical goal. The guy's on the ground, slides it. Don't know what happened there, but Armstrong actually wins the ball back, pressing and wins it. So he's a great signing for him. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But Dundee at home, I don't know if you can say it's a turning point yet.
Because that was a must win as well, wasn't it?
100%.
That was a must score.
Must score. I mean, how buzzing and they get a penalty as well. Yeah, so buzzing, mate, when you've not scored for fucking 3 years.
And by the way, could have scored a couple before they actually score. And then it obviously finishes 3-0 at half time, then 4-0. But Dundee, they've got to worry, didn't they?
Worrying.
Because
that second goal that
Aberdeen had. They've got to have a worry.
Honestly, there's a lack of that in football now.
I mean, you're 100% right. Everyone's became obsessed with possession, like the basics of the game, running and fucking tackling. It's so important,
I don't see a lot of aggression at all in players now.
Why is that? You saying with me, possession?
Because every time you touch somebody, it's a foul.
But I even mean Roscoe just
why do you do it all the time when we're out then?
But I even mean Roscoe just stop, like, I don't mean like tap, but just stop across or get into somebody.
That definitely is going at the game, you're right. Kelly as well, flying. Surprised that they beat St Mirren 2-0. Could they be a challenger for a four spot?
I said that a few weeks ago and I got laughed at and get questioned to the ground.
You get questioned to the ground? Is that a quote? Is that it?
Well, do you think they'll finish fourth?
No.
No.
They're flying.
They're a great job, aren't they? And watching he just makes me happy every weekend.
They're a team that's aggressive.
They are.
Kelly, they're two aggressive teams, aren't they?
They are.
And you can win games of football being good off the ball, can't you?
Yeah. But
Is that where Kilmarnock have improved under Kettlewell?
aye, but they play good football as well. They play good football. Dackers is good. Bruce Anderson's playing really well. But Watson, for me, he's the energy he brings to a team. What's that? I can't remember the word for it. But he's been brilliant this season.
Infectiousness.
Aye, that's it. Just goes through the whole team, and his goal getting on the end of that, brilliant.
You're not surprised he's doing well then, Andy? Now?
No, I said I enjoyed working under him. I thought he was a good manager. I'm surprised at how well they're doing, but they've lost one game, mate, and it was a 94th minute penalty at Celtic. And they've actually had some tough fixtures in amongst it as well. They've started brilliant. But I think what I would say is I think Stuart Kettlewell's getting the best out of his players now. I think Watson's went up a level. I think Bruce Anderson's went up a level. I think the full back four have went up a level. When I look at like Dees was kind of a nut last year. I think Mail's been excellent. I think, like you said, the big one is Watson, but even Liam Polworth was kind of in the team last year. See, every time I watch, obviously again I've not watched every Kilmarnock game, but every time I watch the highlights, like Liam Polworth's involved. He's involved in for the midfield, but Bruce Anderson's been
Amazing.
excellent as well.
I played with the boy Dackers was a young boy at Salford,
Right.
and if you told me then if he's doing what he's doing now in the SPFL, I'd said nah.
How was he
not a
playing?
chance. Technically, he was good. But for being 6'4", you need to be more physical. I think he's filled out a lot more.
Yeah.
He was young then. Just go and batter somebody. Like we had two. I know, but we had two centre halves there at Salford. The boy Curtis Tilt, who's solid, and then Adrian Mariappa, who's obviously played in the Prem and stuff like that. They were trying to coach him like you need to be stronger, like be more physical, like use your size and your presence. And I think obviously Kettlewell must be telling him doing the same. I think he's doing that now. Now he's scoring goals.
Right, Stevie, you started as an 18-year-old debut under Tommy Craig against Hamilton, ended 3-0. When did you, I'd like to know the debut story, when did you know you were going to be starting the game?
I wasn't even, that's the thing, I wasn't even training with the first team at the point. What do you call it? We were, on the Friday, we weren't even training with the first team. We were doing a meeting with the 20s for our Tuesday night game. And then the meeting, Tommy Craig walks through and pulls out me and Jack Baird, who, funny enough, I'm playing with now. And put us into the office and went, do you think you two could start tomorrow? And we're like, what? Like, we're not even training. Like, what do you mean? And he's like, I think you two, like, straight away, you're like, of course, like, get into the big game. He's like, well, you're starting tomorrow. Like, we had that many players injured at the time. Like, they ended up moving, like, Kenny up front, things like that. Maybe Goody went into centre half and things to play alongside Jack Baird. And then I played that game and then get pumped 3-0. Tony Andrew gave me nightmares that game.
I bet he gave me a nightmare at Hamilton.
He was
at Dundee.
the end of that season, he goes to Norwich. He goes to Norwich for $1 or $2 million. Unbelievable player.
I'm convinced I got Tony Andrew a move that year.
Same, no, I'm the exact same.
And he fucking ran off.
He was unbelievable.
wasn't he?
So I had to man mark him and then I was hooked after like 60 minutes. But unbelievable.
It's easy to see why Tommy Craig done so well in his managerial career, isn't it? With decisions like that.
It was
Just pulling boys that you've even telling them they were playing.
It was
why we've
nuts,
done it.
A guy we need to, Stevie, we need to ask about an absolute legend in Scottish football, Stevie Thompson. What was he like in the dressing room?
Tom, when I made my debut till the end of that season, I made my debut in November. To the end of the season, we weren't allowed in the changing room. Like, we get told to stay away because I think there was a lot of big characters. So I ended up getting to know Tom more the second season in the Championship, and yeah, I think he had calmed down a bit. Don't get me wrong, I've heard stories on here and stuff like that, but one of the ones was it was one of Ian Murray's first sessions, and Ian Murray had the guy Spalding. Don't know if he's ever heard of him. He was number 2 to him at Alloa and stuff like that, but I don't think he's maybe just done his badges. I think he's like a scout in that now, but to test him, Tomo done a headstand through the warm-up. And see after like a minute, you laugh, everybody's buzzing. It kept going. And we're like, what's happening here?
Like, he's running, he was just in a
doing
headstand.
like 3 lines and he's in a headstand. And we're like, it's got to stop now. And you're like, any other coaches like fucking get a grip.
And did Ian Murray not say anything?
No, I think Ian was on the pitch. I wasn't even out yet. It was the coach. But that just straight away, I think you've lost respect to the coach straight away because he's no telling him to stop. And then, but that Tomo was brilliant. But yeah, he's definitely quiet.
Were you there when he put the pole through McGinn's quad?
I was next to McGinn.
Were you?
Aye.
So it could have hit you?
No, but Tomo obviously hates the stuff. He hates people talking about it. But
Does he?
No, he doesn't like it. But so you ever played the possession game, right? Where it's like 2 poles in each corner. And you have to get a pass through the pole or run through the pole.
I hate that
fucking
game, mate.
hate it.
Lenny loved it, right? So you had to drive through it was that, right? So
When's there
McGinn,
going to be fucking gates in a game?
I know. McGinn and Tomo obviously talks over in a pole. The pole falls out. John runs away with the ball. Does a Cruyff turn to get back through and get a goal when everybody's running that way. and like Tom was raging, just chucked into the flare and hits him in the leg, and it's just one of those freak accidents that you'd never expect to happen. And I was involved, but it was just nuts. Like even thinking about it back in the day, it was surreal.
It was good, wasn't it, as well?
Goody was there was one game, right, where Goody was coming out in and out of the team. It was me and Thomas Riley starting centre mid. So on the Friday we're doing shape. Thomas is dropped into the 18-yard box to get the ball in a half turn, Goody scissor, bang.
Was like, Goody out the team?
Goody was out the team. Right. So Goody's took him out, and like Gary Teal was a gaffer at times, like, Goody, what you doing? He's like, it was a good tackle and that. Like, I mean, wiped him out. But that Goody was hard. Like, you wouldn't, it's like somebody like, you wouldn't go anywhere near him, like, because you can just turn red. But he was, and the flip side of it, was an unbelievable guy as well.
He's a goalkeeper now, isn't he?
I've seen that over 35s.
He doesn't trust himself to go out feeling because he's back like.
You smash people. Do you ever play against Goodwin?
I would have, aye.
No, you would have.
Kev said he was soft, didn't he? Remember?
Who did?
Kev said
he used to do press-ups day the game.
Hard, man.
He done press-ups today.
Jack Beard was with him and said he used to wake up in the morning, he was doing sit-ups and press-ups day again.
That's fucking wild.
But if you see Goody's like the best shape you'll ever see him, like he's shredded, like he just loves it, like that side of things, but fit guy and loves it. Like.
You would have seen it. Big
Brothers used to do a full workout,
mate, wouldn't he?
Mate, we played Johnsonborough like his first game, and it was the tightest dress in the world, mate, and he's just fucking nailing it. And then,
What's that full
oh, the boys are like, what the fuck going on here, man?
Fucking
he was sweating it, wasn't he? Like,
he just like press us. I was like, full.
He'll do like 3-minute planks now as well, wouldn't he?
A guy we need to ask about a hero, David John McGinn. Did you know he was going to be as good as what he went on today, mate?
It's a hard one at that point at St Mirren. We obviously ended up getting relegated and stuff, but if you ask me between John and Kenny, no matter what everybody's saying, Kenny's doing better.
Didn't it? Kenny McLean.
Kenny was unbelievable at that age. Like,
played the 10, didn't he, when you first broke into the
first? Up front, when Tom got injured, played up. He was that good. We had to play him there. For what John's done for then and kicked on, he's been unbelievable. But you could see his quality then. But I think once he went to Hibs, that's when he actually shone and done what he's done.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I played against him at Dundee. It was John McGinn centre mid, Kenny McLean 10, and Kenny McLean was brilliant that day. John was alright, but
what do you think that is then with John McGinn? How he's went on and done what he's done?
I don't know.
Physically,
made himself a monster,
Kenny, so good for Villa, mate.
Yeah.
So good. But Kenny back then was just, when he got his move to
Aberdeen, that was right.
Playing at Aberdeen, it was just, he was more pleasing than I. Kenny had all the goals and like the runs off and things like that. John was more like physical.
A powerhouse, isn't he, John?
He was a powerhouse. And Alec Ray came in, how was that today?
Just spitting every 2 seconds.
I actually seen him a few weeks ago when we played Partick. I've not seen him since, but Alec was good, don't get me wrong, but we brought a lot of loans in for Rangers, it didn't work out and things like that, obviously using these Rangers ties and stuff, but it didn't we done great.
You were a Rangers tie on the side of the pie?
Fucking me as well.
Alec Ray's the only player I've ever seen that trained in a Rolex.
Did he? Where?
Aye, just trained, but he kept his watch on. Rolex watch.
See, technically, it was incredible. But
Alec was a good player, mate.
My God, see, like, they shooting that, he would just could lace it into the top bin, like, every time.
Where did you play with?
Rangers.
And he had a Rollie on?
Aye, he would train with his Rolex on.
Wow.
A fucking Daytona?
I don't know what kind it was, but aye.
That's wild, nah?
That's always stuck with me.
Did you see John McGlynn's comments before the game saying half his team Rangers fans?
John McGlynn said that?
Aye, and the European
Yeah.
game. What did you think of that? Think it's too much to look into?
Aye, I mean, how the Falkirk fans feel about it, do you know what I mean?
I didn't really like it.
It was a bit of a mad one, I thought to say, but
before a game, it's in
Then other players in Scotland that everyone knows who they support to play for a team.
I never talk about that though.
I know. What else wanted for Stevie? You were going to get relegated to League One. Remember that? St Mirren were close to getting relegated to League One. Do you remember that?
I can.
Mate, you were adrift, weren't you?
Mate, well, it was a but that was, he took over obviously that, like, we couldn't get a win. We were a shambles. That's the way I was talking about earlier, that in that Jan, I was meant to go to Barnsley and it fell through. Something happened up above me at St Mirren, fell through, and that's when Jack was brilliant with me. He was like, look, just come back, we'll do everything we can to the end of the season. That stint, I know it was League One, not it was Championship, but that's probably the best individually that I've played in terms of goals, assists, everything. Kicked on and we stayed up, and we were, I think in December, we were 17 points adrift.
Wow.
For the bottom, and it was
the last day, wasn't it?
It was embarrassing.
Where did you need to go and get a result?
You had a good squad.
It was away.
That's right, Hibs away.
Aye, because they were in their changing room celebrating, and then they were getting all they were in their changing room getting shouted at after Lenny because they drew. Lenny wanted to put us down because he felt that either Jack or Fow, James Fowler, like the game before. I think Fow must have said something to Parks.
Right.
They want to relegate us, and we got a one each. Don't know, like we were like, John, mate, gonna relax. Like John was unbelievable that day. Like
John McGinn.
aye.
I get put St Mirren down.
No, but like, mate, it was good. Like, and we're like, mate, chill out, man. You just won the league. And then they were getting beers in, we were getting beers in, and that's 100% is the best night I've ever had. It was after that game.
Where'd you go?
Back to Paisley, obviously for St Mirren, but like all the pubs and places were. It was as if we won the League Cup again. Like I'm saying again as if I'd won it, but it was mental, and we stayed up in the Championship. That looking back is a bit embarrassing, but what a night.
They went and won the league the year after, didn't they?
Aye, they did. Aye, I left at that point.
See when you look at that squad and then they get relegated to League One, like how?
I don't know. It was like me, Stephen McGinn, Rory Loy, Cammy, what do you call him? It was Aberdeen. Oh my God, I feel bad. Cammy Smith, Lewis Morgan, boys like that. We were some team, but that was the team that kept us up. The team beforehand, like big Gary McKenzie and that as well. Who's
What a guy, mate.
He's a
Paul McGinn on that squad as well?
no.
Gary McKenzie's nuts, mate.
Like, he loves
I think
karaoke.
he could be the hardest footballer of all time.
He was nuts. Just obviously loves Rangers and that, but we went on a team day out, right? He left. He's like, right, let's go to a karaoke bar. And we're like, nah, I can't be bothered going. He's like, he went to a karaoke bar, right? And then 10 minutes later comes back fuming, been kicked out the karaoke bar. Like, what happened? He's like, guy before me sang my song. Didn't know what to do. He just kicked off and then came back, mate. He's amazing,
So you
man.
got Rangers, you?
Aye, mate, came through with him.
Great guy, innit?
I played on at Blackpool and off. Fucking hell, man.
No, he's always canning.
I told the story with Gary McKenzie that when we were Broaders was there as well. We were in London. We'll get a train back to Blackpool, but it was one of the ones where the end stop was Preston, so it was like stops, and guys just hit out with Ross Stevens. Like, why don't we all take a sleeping tablet each? We'll see who falls asleep first. Like, but we're mad. It's like, aye, that's some laugh. I was there, and he was the only one that fell asleep, and we couldn't wake him up at Blackpool. So he stayed on and he went to Preston at 5 in the morning.
What a guy.
That's mad.
Last year, mate, you went to Barnsley 2017 and Salford for a couple of years. How was Barnsley? And then obviously, how was Salford as well? Who gets in touch with you? Can I start with who gets in touch with you when you go to sign for Salford? Gary Neville DMs you on Instagram?
I wish my agent, man. Cause I think there was a link, obviously, when I was meant to go on loan and stuff. And they had the guy who was doing all the signings and stuff was Scottish guy, Ross Duncan. So it came about with that. And obviously ended up going there. It was good. The first season was good. Playoff semis, get beat worst day of my life, and then. Aye, I loved it. And then obviously Barnsley, I think just Barnsley was obviously going from Scottish champ to English champ was just such a jump. Like, I didn't realise, I was playing every week at St Mirren at that point. I was flying, thinking I'm going there, I'm going to start playing every week, and I'm like, this is the English champ. Like, you're not going to play every week. And then I didn't make my debut till December and things like that, so it was just, didn't realise how big a jump it actually was.
The physicality's
Incredible, mate.
Incredible. Like, the games that I played was like Villa away, Fulham, Wolves and stuff, and like we got battered. No, some games we done alright, but we did get that. So when we talked about like Tom Kearney and stuff like that team at Fulham was like Kearney, Johansson, the
Kev McDonald.
Kevin McDonald was playing as well.
That would have been the season after I left Fulham then.
I probably was. So like I went for like playing Championship Scotland to go on and play against Fulham. Like probably held my own at some stages, but then season after that we came back to Hibs. So but I loved it. Loved England. Loved it.
Neville on that. You want to know? How are you?
Speak to Nev.
No, see my first day, right? We did shape. Like first day, we played that 3-4-3. I was like one of the 10s in the 3, so you have to make that forward run behind the defence. So we're doing this. Scholes is walking on to come and see us play, and I've been played down the outside of the wing. And see when you have to like run air the ball and cross it.
Yeah.
Stood on the ball on my left foot, just rolled up the ball and landed on my neck, and Scholes is my hero. Like everybody says Scholes, I love Scholes, I loved Man U back in the day and stuff like that, and see doing that in front of him, I've never felt so worse in my life. And he's looking at me and I'm like, I swear I'm not a shite. I'm actually like doing that my first day, but after that they were good. Didn't really see Neville and stuff, but you would see every second day Scholes, then towards the end it was like Nicky Butt and Ryan Giggs were in every day.
And with the sound?
But I sounded just, was like one of the boys, like they went getting in the canteen, just sit and get a coffee lads, just sitting chilling, like Scholes be like, why were you crap the weekend? Like just slaughter boys, but in a funny way. Like he didn't. He was like the scout or something like that. Like just probably give him a job. But like Neville and Butt were more serious. No, Neville, Giggs and Butt were more serious. They were more like helping the manager, helping above and what was going on and stuff like that. So and then Neville took a step back. He's too much into whatever he's doing now. But
Have you seen the documentary with your mate Robinson?
You've seen me clips in it.
Oh, mate, he's so cringe, isn't it?
Honestly, I'm so surprised they appointed him.
That's a hard one.
Have they done well, Salford?
Like, so, no, obviously not as well as
Not
what they
really
thought they
keen.
would do. Why do you think they've no? Is it because of all the cameras? Is it quite daunting?
It's not that, like, there's one guy with a camera, it's not that bad.
It's not
It's
a
just
mad
Phil
full
Neville, you
production.
said it was. Phil Neville, kept the
It's not
camera.
it. I don't know what it is. I think one thing is, the year before, the year I joined, they said to me, we're getting a new stadium and a new training ground. Still waiting on that. We've not got a new stadium, we've not got a new training ground. We shared a pitch with a school. Like, see on a Friday, obviously you train a bit sharper, and you train a bit earlier. Mate, most of the times, like, you get the school ones running on the pitch, and we're doing shape to play like stopwatch away, and it's like, we guys are running on the pitch.
No, it's
It was a sham. Like, but outside it looks like, it's class night 2, amazing, but see the actual setup inside it wasn't as good as.
Never mentions that, Neil,
I
does
know,
it?
he's a lying bastard, Gary. You're a lying bastard.
quiet.
Eh? Kept that quiet,
I don't like
innit?
that at all.
No half.
Tag him in that,
everybody,
Stevie. Thanks for that. We insight.
Yeah, that's the link in it. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Great. Anything else you want to ask him, lads?
Give me any questions?
I need to go and pick Frank up. He's in that.
Aye, no worries. Oh, boys.
Stevie Mallan,
Hey,
what a
Mallan,
guy.
go on,
Thanks,
mate.
mate.